He says all that at the snap insta goal.
Thailand, Commentators ทุกคนครับคะแนน
รู้สึกดีใจมากครับเพราะว่าไม่ได้ถ้วยมานานหลายปีแล้วครับแฮนด์ที่สำคัญที่สุดผมว่าแฮนด์สุดท้ายนี่แหละครับผมไม่คิดว่าน้องทีเขาติดฝัดเหมือนกันแต่โชคดีที่ผมติดฝัดที่ใหญ่กว่าก็เลยเอาชนะเขาได้ในแฮนด์นี้รู้สึกว่าพอน้องๆคนไทยตอนนี้คนสนใจมากขึ้นผมก็เลยลองกลับมาเล่นดูก็ยังคิดว่ายังมีฝีมืออยู่ก็เลยลองกลับมาเล่นแล้วก็ทำได้อย่างที่ใจคิดว่าได้คว้าแชมป์ในรายการนี้โอ้โหรู้สึกตื่นเต้นเหมือนกันนะเพราะน้องทีเล่นดีมากไม่ธรรมดาเลยผมว่าน้องทีอีกหน่อยอาจจะเป็นกองทัพไทยในอนาคตเชื่อว่าน้องๆก็คงเก่งขึ้นมาเรื่อยๆครับประสบการณ์ที่ผ่านมาก็ไม่ได้เล่นมานานมากแล้วครับแล้วก็มาเล่นเจจูครั้งที่แล้วก็ได้เงินรางวัลไปค่อนข้างพอสมควรเหมือนกันแล้วก็มาครั้งโชคดีได้แชมป์ครั้งนี้เลยถือว่าเป็นประสบการณ์ที่ดีมากครับก็จริงๆแล้วการแข่งครั้งนี้ก็มีแรงบันดาลใจมาจากลูกๆแล้วก็ครอบครัวอยากให้มาลองแข่งดูอีกครั้งจะได้แบบสร้างความท้าทายในวัยขนาดนี้แล้วก็ไม่น่าเชื่อว่าทำได้เหมือนเดิมหรือดีกว่าเดิมด้วยซ้ำครับผม
You know, Elfin, life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone, and I hear the APT call my name, and it feels like home.
Was it Moderna? Welcome to APT Bounty Hunter Final Day, sponsored by Nature Egg.
Out of 1,328 entries, only 185 bounty hunters remain, all of whom are looking for the rare and elusive grand prize mystery bounty of 1.5 million Taiwan dollars. Let's go bounty hunting! Okay. This one. Oh, okay, you wanna see two? Oh, zero. We got a zero. Do we have another? We've got another zero. Jacob, 500.
Really, you're who brought me here.
Really? Why do you say that?
I saw your videos about APT Taipei.
You hear that, Michael Soiza? And what does the 1.5 million Taiwan dollar bank mean to you?
I mean, it is more money than I've ever seen. So I don't think I've totally processed it yet. So it's kind of hard to put into words, but this is life-changing kind of money.
Thank you. Jacob Akuma, everybody.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go on. Stop.
当然是很开心啊，就是我很久没有赢冠军了，所以这么大的比赛，然后又有机会赢到冠军，所以就很开心，算是一个里程碑吧。就是虽然不是赢过最大的奖金，但是赢到冠军就是感觉不一样。对，最印象深刻应该就是刚才在 Final Table 上，我的在一张10成顺的时候，我拿2对抓鸡，然后抓对之后我就变成场上最长嘛，这样。APT 来台湾我都有打，就在来新场馆之后，我每次都有参加。APT 就很棒啊，下一个目标金狮子。就谢谢他们嘛，就是我这边不务正业，然后这边打牌，对。
Hi, I'm Calvin. I'm from Hong Kong. I do play Natural 8 on a regular basis, and I've been to ABTs before, so it's definitely something that I've been dreaming about for a long time, getting a trophy, and here we are, so yeah, very happy with this, very happy. I think with poker taught me basically a combination of preparation and luck, right? Same with life. Sometimes you can prepare for something, you might not get it in the end because for whatever reasons, but if you're prepared, then in the end, someday you'll win the trophy. It's like you'll get your one in the end. So I guess this is something that, I guess relates poker to life in general. I do play a lot of online. On online, you get a lot more volume of hands. so you get to experience different sports a lot more. Definitely helps with the live tournament as well. Thank you to everyone who's here, my friends here, my colleagues here in APT, and also my friends back in Hong Kong. Ooh, let's go, MTT 小隊. We did it, let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Neil Johnson, president of the Asian Poker Tour, and today we are here to talk about classic poker in Taiwan. That's right, the Taipei Poker Classic. It's the APT's TPC at the APA and the CML in partnership with CTP. That's 114 events with guarantees totaling over 150 million Taiwan dollars. I don't know what that is in PHP and VND and the rest, but it's a lot. It's like over 4.5 million USD. The main event itself, 65 million Taiwan in guarantee. Don't think that 65 million is just going to be easy to grab either, though. You're going to have to fight off at least 1,000 other players over 5 days. Then you get to go home with Mufasa. We've got a really exciting new event as well. Through our sponsorship with Bybet, for 800 USD on October 1st, you get to play a mystery bounty. I mean, everybody loves mystery bounty. You get to pull the little envelope, see what you've won.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever in the world you may be. Welcome to the Asian Poker Tour Taipei Poker Classic 2024. My name is Vidar, and we are coming to you live from the Asia Poker Arena in Taipei. This is the big one, the Superstar Challenge. Final day, final table, and indeed, final four. This was a huge buy-in, 25,000 USD. We are grateful for all the players who came out and supported and participated. Over 25 entries in this one, 27 to be precise. An incredible prize pool of 650,000 USD or so. And the bubble was burst late last night. That's a 78,000 USD bubble, by the way. You don't see that every day. 4 players in the money. We have superstars, that's in the title. They in particular include GPI Player of the Year. They include high-stakes cash game players. And we also have somebody who's a fan favorite. I say that pun intended. Mr. Chiwei Fan, a local legend in the making. He has been an absolute superstar ever since he came 7th, I believe, in the main event in Taipei 2023 at the APT. And here, a year and a half later, he's battling with the best of them, cashing already with the best of them, and trying to perhaps lift that amazing APT trophy for this event. This is day 4 of the streaming schedule. You see on the screen before you, we have this battle, 4-way battle, Superstar Challenge final day today at 9:30 p.m. Our final Natural 8 event, a fun invitational, the Beat the Pros event. And then the main event coverage kicks off. The next 4 days will be all about seeing who lifts the APT Mega Lion for what will hopefully be a record-breaking main event. Over 2 million guaranteed, and if we do our job correctly, which the APT tends to do, I think we'll be crossing it. So the prize pool and the first place prize there will be absolutely massive. On to the business at hand. You see before you 270,000 USD to first place. That's over 10x the buy-in. Not too shabby, battling 26 entries or so. It's going to be a winner take all in the sense that the trophy only goes to one player, but 181 to second, 116 to third, and 78,000 locked in. But I have a feeling these 4 players have their eye on the prize. There you see it as expected in a challenge as coveted as this. The average big blinds are 68. We're very, very deep. That being said, one player, Daniel Nielsen from Australia, has been dominating, and he has over 50% of the chips in play, over 3 million. There you see the field. We had over 23 unique entries, 27 in total. That was Rampage, by the way. Some of the winners of the Super High Roller, the 10,000 USD buy-in, certainly participated, including Charles Weymel. There's the trophy, the Black Stealth Trophy, we call it. And here we go. That is the table. Seat number 1 is the dominant chip leader, Daniel Nielsen. Over 3.1 million in chips, and what a vibe, may I say. That shirt, that beard, it's all working for him. He is a superstar here at the Superstar Challenge. We'll tell you more about all the players. That's Fan. Mentioned him a moment ago. He is last in chips, 695,000. Taiwanese poker hero. Steven Song, GPI Player of the Year, WSOP bracelet winner. He has over 1.7 million. And Charles Weymel, I believe he plays the highest stakes cash games, has certainly made a mark on the tournament circuit at the APT already, considering he cashed in the Super High Roller. That's the 10,000 USD buy-in. He was the 11th place finisher. Certainly contributed to the cause with his $25,000 buy-in, but my word, the confidence to just roll up and buy in at these incredible stakes. What a testament to his confidence. And here he is proving his mettle. Guaranteed to walk away with at least 78,000 USD, but certainly eyeing the extra 200 that he gets for coming in first. This is going to be a fun stream. Not every day you begin with just 4 players. 4-handed poker is tough enough, but when you're battling other superstars, it's about as tough as it gets. I will be joined in the booth by some superstars. Dave Spade, the Filipino poker legend himself, will be joining me shortly in the commentary booth. Wonder if we see any quick eliminations, considering Fan is the shortest stack. But look at that, 26 big blinds is the shortest stack, and Daniel Nielsen just rocking the 128 big stack. With these incredible pay jumps, the next prize is 116,000, so give or take 40,000 USD. There is a ton of ICM pressure to be put, and when you have a stack of 128 bigs, you better believe Daniel is planning to do exactly that. There we have it, 50% of the chips in play in the stack of Daniel. His Hendon mob, to no one's surprise, over 4 million in lifetime earnings. But to my surprise, the beard on his Hendon mob photo, maybe 5 times as bushy. Would you believe it? He's one of the many Australian poker superstars, many of whom do come and join us. Joshua McCulley was a participant in this event as well after performing really well at the $10,000 challenge. Taking a look at Daniel's Hendon mob, he would move up perhaps 2 places on the Australia all-time money list. Putting out the grind at these high rollers is no easy task, but he's certainly making it look easy. And I'm just saying that based on the way he's dressed. Just a nice day at the beach, it looks like. The overhead shot giving us access to the flip-flops. Once again, no surprise. But what a feature table we have here. That is Shiwei Fan, in case you happen to be not familiar with him. His notoriety comes from being second in chips at the main event final table of the Taipei 2023 main event and 6-bet bluffing it off to Punat Punstri with ace-5 off. And ever since then, he's parlayed that notoriety and his poker skills into becoming an absolute sensation in the Taiwanese circuit, as well as many APT stops. He was the stone bubble 2 days ago at the super high roller $10,000 event. Clearly did not let it get to him, and here he is, having cashed and eyeing that $272,000 first place prize. Blind versus blind, as many situations will be four-handed. Could be a pot brewing here. Daniel is the chip leader. He's deciding to raise it up with King 3 suited, as one is going to do with all the chips. And Fan has a monster King Jack of diamonds. Does not 3-bet. Takes a flop in position. 5-5-4 rainbow. And a quick check from the pre-flop aggressor. SPR is interesting. 535 in Fan stack. 175k in the middle. About 3 SPR. And checks behind. Still has the best of it. Hey, so this is my pot. Check once again, despite the queen of clubs, rather, excuse me, giving the backdoor flush draw outs. Both players seem to be happy taking their king high to showdown. With the 3 checks, I think Fan may be worried about facing ace high, the way the hand is played, but I suspect he has too much showdown value. Who checks behind? He's going to get the good news. And with that, I'm happy to welcome Mr. Dave Spade in the booth with me. Dave, a pleasure to have you. I would love for you to introduce yourself to our audience a little bit, and then let's talk some superstar poker.
Hey guys, actually I saw the lineup yesterday. By the way, thank you for having me here. I saw the lineup yesterday, the full final table. So, is it live yesterday?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah? Or is it a different final table?
So we were down to 9, of course, and then only 4 paid. So we played down to the money.
All right. Anyway, actually, this is originally from 27 superstars. Right now we're down to 4 players, and I see Stephen Song here. He just won the main event, right?
He was most famously in the poker world the GPI Player of the Year in 2022. Now, you
Yep.
mentioned you had played with some of these guys in Vegas and Asia. Which two are we talking about?
Stephen, I played in Vegas. He was there, but I'm pretty sure he won't remember me. And Fan, so we played a lot of hands together. Okay, we have an interesting hand here.
Away we go. Just a reminder of the chip dynamics, which is to say the ICM dynamics. Daniel Nielsen just crushing amount of chips in his stack, over 120 big blinds.
Yeah, so I was saying, I just checked the live reporting just now from yesterday. So Josh bubbled this.
That's right.
This final table lineup. I wish I can like watch him play.
Joshua McCulley, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
Joshua
from
McCulley
Australia. We
from
could have
Australia.
had 2 Aussies on this final table, Danny
Dane.
and Josh. Joshua McCulley is an absolute mainstay at the Asian Poker Tour, and I was just pointing out to our audience he did run super deep in the super high roller.
Yeah.
Made the final table. Hopefully that cushions the blow. A premium for Fan. There we go, gets folded. Dave, I was still waiting for an opportunity to introduce you to the stream. Let me just say, you're a superstar in your own right. You might be a bit humble about it, but certainly one of the Philippines' best players. I'm extra excited to have you because, as you know, of course, the APT is going back to Philippines.
I
APT
know.
Manila coming up. I've personally never been. I'm so excited to go for the first time. Any thoughts? You'll hopefully be joining us there.
Just stay away and stay away from the table games. That's it.
Always
Yeah.
good advice.
Yeah, all of my friends are excited about it. It's actually gonna be big. Okay, we have another hand for Fan. He's a legend. You know the six bet hand, right?
I was just talking about it, but I have to say he has certainly proven his worth over the next year and a half or so, leading all the way up to what we're looking at right now. I mean, cashing amongst this crew already, and obviously hoping to parlay that into a win with these pocket fives. Monster hand, by the way, ace-9 suited, 4-handed, pretty big, but yet another flat call. So what do you think of the ICM dynamics here? Daniel Nielsen has 50% of the chips in play.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows what to do, but it's not gonna be like super easy for him. Just we know the players are also capable of doing their stuff, you know, especially Fan. He's a legend, bro.
So even you heard about the 6-bet, right?
Yeah.
When it happened?
Actually, I was there.
Oh, yeah? You were railing?
Yeah, I was railing because Lester was also in the final table that time. That was like a year ago.
4th diamond, action killer. Neither player with the diamond. Steven with the best of it.
Yeah, this is probably just gonna be a check unless Fan would try to stab, but given his stack size, probably not.
Well,
Yeah.
this is Fan we're talking about, though. He has position.
True enough.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He has position. He has just pocket fives. He has the gumption, no doubt. He's a coach, by the way. You can see on his shirt. Over bankroll, I believe, is the entity.
So he's coaching local players?
I believe so. I spoke to Punat Punsri about it after that 6-bet bluff. In fact, maybe 6 months after that, and they'd become good friends ever since then, and Punat really respected his play as well.
Now this is a hand that he cannot check.
So once it's been called on the turn, he knows fives are no good.
True.
And he has to bluff at it with his stack, you think? Well, Fan doesn't know how to give up, does he? Fires 3.2 big blinds, and it looks that sort of like a milky bet, you know, as they say. Convincing?
Yeah, convincing. I would snap for this hand.
Wow. Gets it done. Here we go. This is what the Superstar Challenge is all about. Wild moves, advanced plays. And look how deep they are, Dave. 36 big blinds is the shortest stack. Not every day you see that. Average bigs are around 60, by the way. You know what that tells me? That there were some brutal eliminations on the way.
Yeah. And probably a 6-bet jam.
Yeah. Some big stack on big stack violence. And it certainly looks like Daniel was the beneficiary.
So I was checking Charles hand him up. So is he like online player?
He's a high stakes cash game player.
Oh, cash game player.
And plays a lot in Macau, I believe.
I see.
I think the stakes are maybe right up his alley, from what I can tell. He's super comfortable in the 10K. He and Fan actually busted in the same hand. Justin in chat was reminding me. I actually did watch that coverage. It was a 3-way all-in, so Fan had the lower stack. I think Charles had pocket queen, so there's not much he could have done, but he's certainly willing to mix it up with the best of them, and for him to even come into the money here is super impressive.
I was going to say.
So how would you be adjusting? Were you firing the 25K with this cohort?
If I'm Charles?
Exactly.
Of course, I need to know their tendencies, or especially, I'm pretty sure Charles doesn't know Fan yet. Maybe this is the first series that he's playing against Fan. I'm not sure if he played Daniel as well and Stephen as well. So, but he probably had like good friends that will like, you know, advise or tell him what to do at least.
Right.
Tournament-wise, of course.
Certainly, Fan at the APT itself has had plenty of coverage and plenty of live reporting on him. Steven Song, of course, globally famous. Lots of content out there to the extent you want to see it. Daniel Nielsen, no spring chicken. Over 4 million in lifetime earnings for Daniel. So I'm taking a look at what all we have on the schedule today. It's the 1st of October. We're 5 days into the APT here, and day 1C of the main event is in full swing. So I don't know if you know this, Dave, but we have varying blind levels across the flights for the main event.
For the main event,
so main event APT famously 60-minute levels.
60-minute.
That starts at day 2 though, consistently. If you want 60-minute levels, day 1A is the one for you. Day 1B, a tad faster, 45 minutes and 60 minutes. Today is 30 minutes and 45 minutes, and day 1D is 30 minutes. So you choose what works for you. And you can also choose online, by the way. 400 people.
Yeah, that's actually a very good format, because let's say I'm a turbo player. I don't want to play like 60 minutes level. You know what I mean? So I might just jump in, play the 30 minutes level. So it's actually a good structure.
And one last piece of optionality, you can actually buy in on day 2. And we have 3 day 2s this time, just to account for all the traffic we have ongoing. So you can actually buy in with, I believe you get 25 bigs on day 2 before the start of play.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. Max late reg.
Yeah, most of my APT main and championship final table came from day 2 and 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe 75% of them.
So how much do you work on your 25 big blind game?
Oh, what's that?
How much study do you do for your 25
Well, I'm a
big
turbo
blind?
player, so 25 bigs is like super easy for me to play, you know, since I was playing like since Poker Stars, Sit and Go, so you are like used to play with these short stacks.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty comfortable with my 25 bigs game, especially when deep. I mean, when it's like final 3 tables.
Right.
But I might punt. I don't know.
Ace king here, and king queen for Charles. That's a serious holding four-handed. Not to mention Daniel is the chip leader. What do you think is going through Charles' head right now?
I mean, if he's a regular cash game player, he's used to playing like deep stacks. I don't see him like 3-betting a lot of this hand, but he could be, he can maybe adjust for, like, depends on who's the player.
Well, good thing he didn't 3-bet, but the flop is still disaster. King high, 2 spades. Charles has the queen of spades. That's about all he has going for him at the moment. He's going to be in trouble here. As you suspected, he didn't 3-bet from the small. I suspect a lot of these MTT pros would have, considering the chip leader was opening from the effective cutoff. Standard check call on a board like this. And a spade does roll off.
Yeah, given that he doesn't have the position, he might just check call this hand and get maybe some value if he gets there with like 1 card flush.
And Daniel is just going for the max extraction. Those green chips 25k apiece, blue chips 5k. Makes the total 180k. It's getting up there in sizing. Almost set up for just about over 1 SPR on the river in case Charles calls. 3 spades on the board though. And Daniel is going to be extremely balanced here, right? I mean, he's going to be double barreling all kinds of hands.
Yeah, either like ace X with ace spade, something like that.
There you see it's 600k or so in the middle, 745k, and the ace rolls off. A good card for Charles, so to speak, in terms of his ability to get away. No spade, of course, means Daniel gets the check mark. And now it's gone from being thin value to easy value, top 2.
Wow.
Oh, just a check back.
Interesting.
I bet Charles thought he's good very frequently.
Yeah.
When he saw the check from Daniel.
He saw the check.
Well, with that, we have a new shorty, essentially tied, but we're talking short as in 30 bigs and 31 bigs. What's with the check back, you think? Tough to get value, everything gets there in terms of the draws.
I mean, I don't have notes. I mean, I haven't played with Charles, so Daniel probably has some notes on him. That's why he checks it back. I'm not really sure about that hand, but I'm definitely gonna value at least. I'm gonna try to target like 10x, you know. But if he has like a decent note, like a solid note on Charles, maybe that's the reason why. Okay, we have an interesting hand again.
Aces for Fan. And the chip leader on the big, and a fold from the 8-3.
Yeah.
It's pretty up there in terms of brutal feelings in poker, not getting action on aces, but still nice to take a hand down. Should not complain. We have over 300 view in chat already. I suspect it builds considering the caliber of players and the money we have on offer here. There's people asking about payouts and such. 272,000 for first place. To be fair, that's written in the title of the stream, but let me tell you, second place 181,000, third place 116,000, and fourth place, which they've all locked up, is 78,000 USD. Not too shabby for a $25,000 buy-in. I wish we could have streamed the bubble, Dave.
Yeah.
You're talking 0 or 78k.
So Daniel busted Josh, right? His fellow countrymen.
Aussie on Aussie violence. You don't use that phrase every day. Very peaceful people, them. Chan asking in chat, in the money time? We are already in the money. Four-handed here, playing down to the winner. So I love taking a look, Dave, at the events we have going on today, apart from the main event. Of course, we're looking at the Superstar Challenge, but some of the fun events today include the Mystery Bounty Hunter. That's going to be a big one, 800 USD buy-in, 40,000 added in bounties. Oh, here we go. In comes the 3-bet. The chip leader begins the bullying. King 9 of clubs v Queen Jack of clubs.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see a lot of this because if let's say you're Daniel and then you're up against the second ship leader, of course you wanna like target the second ship leader given the dynamic of the table and the stack sizes, you know, considering the ICM as well. So he's actually in the best seat right now.
Yeah, he's on the left of the only stack that could even cause him any trouble.
True.
So how do you think about things like seat draw and table draw affecting the luck in tournaments? Does it bother you?
Yeah, of course. Let's say I'm Steven right now, so it's not gonna be easy for me to like take down pots, like especially I know that he knows that I know, given this ICM, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be easy for me to like navigate. So I'm probably just gonna wait until like maybe final 3, and then you know, at least get a page jump before I do something crazy. Not too crazy actually, or maybe punt.
Well, we're just so deep here, but you know, thinking about punting, there's this hand from the GG Millions that became super popular this week, the 6-4 against the Pocket Kings. And it was a player named Evgeny, I believe, absolutely bullying the table, just open jamming because the one short stack was also four-handed, mind you. Ran into Pocket Kings, and the 6-4 offsuit takes down the Kings in the most brutal fashion possible. Top set for Kings on the flop. And a flush draw on the turn as well, and then the offsuit 8 gives the straight. Mind you, people don't talk about this part of it, but then he eliminated the 4th place finisher with 6-4 as well against Ace King.
Yeah, 6-4 is the new meta.
The new meta. Fan versus Steven here. 8-8-4, 2 clubs, giving Fan the second nut flush draw. He's betted in position. Steven has too much of a hand to release at the moment. And forget release. He seems to want to go with it in the form of a check raise. Using his range advantage here, you think?
Yeah, for sure. He probably knows that Fan is gonna see a lot of hands here. Targeting those Ace-X hands. Trying to protect his hand against like 10-9 suited. Something like that.
Fan actually has a much better hand than you might expect him to most of the time. Simply cannot go anywhere. The only question is whether he continues with the call or decides to go for further aggression. And this is what's so exciting about watching Shiwei Fan. You just don't know what he's going to do. With so many other players, given the ICM, the payout dynamic, you know, you just probably think they'd lean towards the safer routes, but not Fan.
Yeah, he
stays all in.
Given his stack size, I don't see him flattening this flush draw hand.
Runs with it, gets the job done. Oh, Steven looks displeased.
But if he have like maybe 50, 45 bigs, he might consider flattening that hand. But it's a bit tough if you only have like 30 bigs, you know. So facing a check raise and you have like flush draw, it's probably gonna be like not a folding hand.
Yeah, if you flat, what do you do when the club doesn't come and you're getting horrible odds on the turn? So aggression pays off there.
But what if there's like 10 bigs, not like 30 and 30 bigs, right? So he might consider folding that hand since there's like one short stack player. So it actually depends on the table dynamic.
Right. That is the beauty of tournament poker. So many variables to consider at any given moment.
Okay, we have a three-way action here. So the action started. Charles opening with 7-6 suited. Got called by Stephen, 8-7 clubs. Daniel with ace-5 with ace diamond. And this king-3-4 flop.
Two players with straight draws. Charles is the one betting his. Is this to the nuts? Bold bet, multi-way. Just had enough equity and position. Daniel has the ace of diamonds as well. Could become relevant on 4th Street as we head towards it. 6 of clubs is interesting also. Charles gets the pair, Daniel gets the open-ender. 2 SPR. Charles immediately seems to be thinking about a bet. 2 flush draws possible as well, mind you. Checks behind. Queen of hearts affects nothing. Charles gets the check mark.
This is probably just gonna be a check, check, river check, check.
Charles did bet into 2 people. Daniel might be giving him credit, but
And
look at this.
I am wrong.
Trust me, happens all the time in the booth, especially when you're looking at some of the best in the world. You just don't know what they'll do. And after all, I mean, correct strategy is to mix so often in different scenarios. You just don't know where the RNG takes them. Adding all that up, 95,000 finds its way into the middle. About a third pot. I mean, is this just too good a price? 2 flush draws missed. If you think about hands that would call on the flop, they'll include kings. But the smaller pairs are unlikely to be betting on the river here. He actually beats 6-5 with 7-6. Could be part of the consideration.
I mean, Charles' thought process is probably he can still beat a lot of hands, but he can also that's what I'm gonna say. He can also like put Daniel with, you know, has like Queen X diamonds and maybe 6x that can beat his hands. But which 6x hand that he's gonna call on the flop.
Yeah.
Not like 6-8, no.
They'd have to be 2 pairs or something. So I think his stack size also coming into play. His stack currently very maneuverable. It does become the shortest stack, but you know, losing those extra 150k or so, or 95k rather, was a river bet. I think would put him into a slightly more uncomfortable zone. Well done by Daniel. Gets away with the cheeky one. And that's what being the chip leader is all about. The ability to steal, oversteal pots. So we reached this effective in the money final table of 4 players at the end of last night. Often I'm wondering if the players did their homework when they went back to their hotel rooms. With just 4 players remaining, I think that's certainly a yes.
Yeah, of course. If your final, if you don't like check the players on your final table, I mean, it's especially you're playing super. Is it superstar?
That's right.
Superstar final table. Of course, you have to check and then at least review some hands. That is a must. So whenever I go final table, like TV table, final table, whatever, I always check who's on my left, who's on my right, I mean the chip distribution, and who's the player I want to avoid, it's actually a must.
And how do you navigate your own image, considering there's so much content on you out there?
Well, to be honest, I have like a terrible image in Asia, but only few players knows that I'm pretty balanced. But I can be tight, I can be like super aggro, you know.
Right.
But in general, I have like an aggressive image. So I'm trying to adjust. Depends who's the player. If I know the player knows that I'm aggressive, I'm probably not gonna bluff that guy. Maybe like 90% value, 10% bluff against this guy. Okay, we have Daniel again.
Yeah, my two monsters, but once again Steven taking conservative route and flatting sevens, and good timing for it. The flop comes ace jack 6 in itself, a bit of an action killer, that ace on the board. Daniel can comfortably c-bet with queen's position and all the chips. And after you've under-rep pre-flop by not raising in the big, surely you have to see one more street. Well, never mind.
Yeah, probably not this hand. If it's like ace XX, maybe ace 6 4,
Right.
I'm probably gonna peel one street. But ace jack X, probably not. Just let it go. Since he started the hand conservatively, he doesn't wanna like, you know, overplay the hand pulse.
Well, lost the absolute minimum. So back to my excitement about Manila, Dave. Tell me, paint me a word picture. What is Manila like? What is the Philippines like? I'm super pumped to get there, and I hope our audience is as well.
Do you love to party?
I do love to party.
Okay, every night you're probably gonna get drunk.
Okay, here we go. Let's get some guest commentators in the booth. I'm not going to be making it, it seems.
Yeah.
So it's a party town.
No, because the COD, City of Dreams, there's actually a lot of like clubs, clubs,
okay.
you know, bars, resto bars.
Wait just a second. Why have we not been using this in the marketing for APT Manila? All the photos I saw were just to the poker room.
Yeah, good thing APT Manila is coming back. It's actually really good for us, poker, Philippine poker community. We're waiting for this for like almost 2 years now.
Almost, yeah.
Or 2 years, more than 2 years now.
So the APT was there at the tail end of 2022, as you just mentioned. And it was sort of very early on with the new management.
Yeah.
Before the formalization of the new era of the APT, before the Lion trophies had been updated. So it's sort of a full circle return moment, and what a victory lap it is, may I say. I've had the pleasure of being involved for the past year and a half or so, and the way I've seen it grow. 1.7 million is the main event guarantee in USD for APT Manila. And mind you, it's at the lower buy-in level, the 1500 buy-in level, just like Taipei. Top pair versus middle pair happening on the flop here. Daniel finally with the worst of it.
Yeah.
And look at this SPR. King 8-3 deuce rainbow is very safe. 385k in his stack, 330k in the middle. What's the move here, Dave? In position?
It's probably gonna get it in. I don't see him checking this back.
Is there any merit to going 2 streets with that 385k stack?
No. Oh.
He just checks behind. Trappy. Oh, and the 9 on the river. Are you serious? Daniel already has all of the chips, and Charles is the shortest stack by far. Poker can be cruel. The check back from Charles signals some weakness. Was a trap, of course. So Daniel's not going for all of it. Would be too much to ask for the range that would be checking back on the turn on that dry board there. Goes for maybe 2/3 of Charles' stack. And how in the world can anybody fold this?
This is a sick hand. He's probably gonna check turn and then plans to like bomb it on the river, you know? He's trying to underrep the top pair hand.
Yeah, he makes the call. Can't say I blame him, and gets the horrendous news. Takes it better than I did, it seems. Just another day at the office. Meanwhile, he's down to less than 4 bigs.
A bit unlucky for Charles. But I know what he's gonna do on the river. It's just a bit unlucky.
Yeah, if it wasn't a 9, let's say it was a 7 or a 10, the plan would have worked out perfectly. Daniel playing well, certainly running well, and approaching 150 bigs. I've not seen that four-handed on a final table
Yeah,
for a long
I think
time.
the last 10 hands was almost all Daniel.
Pretty
Maybe
much.
like 70-60% of it. Yeah, by the way, about APT Manila, the last APT Manila, did you know that the last APT Manila was also the last APT championship event?
Oh, okay.
And actually the original format of APT championship, I think they're using it right now, and then they just adjusted a little bit.
Oh, I see.
The 16 minutes level.
Oh, look at this. Daniel has gone for max pressure with the 6-5 suited, considering the ICM of that 4 big blind stack, but Fan has woken up with too much of a hand.
Oh, wow. This is interesting. I don't see him calling because he knows the... See? He knows.
He called out that Daniel's jamming any 2 cards.
Yeah.
And yet he has to fold. The pay jump, mind you, on offer is almost 40,000 USD.
Well, the question is, what's your bottom range?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, once you get to Ace Jack, it seems almost criminal to fold, but I wouldn't be surprised with 27 bigs if
Yeah,
that's also...
we'll still be folding Ace Jack on that spot. We want to call like maybe 9s or 10s plus. With maybe Ace Queen should be the borderline. Because even if he had like 6-4 off and then you have like Ace Queen, you still have like 40%.
That's right. And the idea being, just to clarify, well, never mind, let me pause on that because I think Steven's about to get bullied here. Daniel, like I said, playing well, but also running well, picking up the premium, making it look easy out there, partly because of the way he's dressed as well.
Probably.
Just chilling on the
I
beach.
was going to say, who's the... There's like a one European player also dressed like this. Is it Lena? No. The other guy. The online legend guy. Wears like colorful shirt.
Okay.
Polo shirt. I forgot his name, but our viewers might know.
It's certainly a vibe. Justin in chat was pointing out how Daniel was dressed like this at a Bahamas poker event, but it was much more in line with the vibe there.
Of course.
It says Charles has gone all in. Trying to triple up. He wasn't the big blind. He'd committed 1 big and 1 big in the form of an ante. And he's decided 10-5 of clubs, correctly mind you, is good enough to try and triple up. Steven is likely posturing here. Oh, throws in a time bank. Maybe he's not. Wouldn't waste a time bank if he wasn't actually thinking about something.
Is he trying to consider shoving, given Charles is already all in?
That's right. The ICM pressure goes away because Charles, the shortest stack, is all in. He does go for it.
Yeah.
Not the shove per se, but the 4-bet, using that ace blocker to represent so much strength.
Oh, he's gonna see the ace-6 hand.
Yeah, and to clarify, Daniel insta-jams and Steven just absolutely crushed. Gets out of the way, and we have our 4th place slot potentially about to be filled. I mean, look at Daniel just dominating the table and then gets the 4-bet bluff at him as well when he has ace-queen. What's that extra 360k to pick up? 9-7 deuce is clean as they come. Needs a 10 or a 5 or a club. That's none of those cards. So it comes down to this, 6 outs, going once. Otherwise, Charles will walk away with 78,000 USD. There we go. And Daniel is approaching 5 million in chips. My oh my. This has been a one-way situation. I think you and I have been in the booth maybe 30 minutes, Dave, and there's nobody even worth
How many
mentioning.
hands?
Yeah.
How many hands was it?
22?
22. I think it's gonna be over.
Oh, no. Wait, don't say it. As commentators, we never try and guess when it's going to be over because we always jinx it. Sometimes it's a
Really?
late night stream and you want it to maybe get over a bit quickly, and that's when you know it's going to be the longest heads-up battle of all time.
Okay, let me just say it. Over 105 hands.
Okay, there you go. Well, prop betting is all good. We like setting lines. I like 105.
Yes, we're pretty deep.
So you're taking the over, right? I'll take the under. Keep it fun. We are pretty deep, and to the extent that the players want, they can certainly tighten up and play lower variant styles.
Yeah, I would say best structure in Asia.
Hey, there you go. I'll accept it. Coming from you, that certainly means a lot. So do you prefer playing in Asia, or do your travels out west keep you more entertained?
Well, I only fly Vegas like twice a year for WPT and WSOP. But I like playing in Asia. If you can crush in Asia, you can crush anywhere. Yeah. That is actually true.
It's like driving. If you can drive in Asia, you can drive anywhere.
Yeah, you just see, let's say Punat, right?
Yep.
Josh. Even online, they're crushing.
And what do you make of the Philippines poker scene? Would you say it's up and coming, or, you know, sort of waiting for that boom?
We need that second boom. Yeah, to be honest, we need that second boom. So this APT should be big, and you're probably gonna see a lot of like new faces and unique players for our player pool, of course. And there's actually a lot of like young guns from online, and they're like pretty decent player.
Yep. Reminds me of India in a way where the live circuit is a bit muted, mostly because of regulation as well. In
Yeah.
fact, in India, I don't know if you know this, but the live series need to be held on a ship. Which are actually parked just off Goa, which is this tropical town and has some casinos. But to play poker, it needs to be done on ships. They're very nice ships, by the way, 3 stories. Once you're in there, you might as well be on land. But they need to be parked in the river, which counts as like water for some reason and helps with regulation.
So all major events
on ships, yeah. There's 3 or 4 park ships. They don't really move. They can move. You know, sometimes they'll swap places and shit. But anyway, you have to take a small boat to the big boat. It's a pain in the ass, and you know, like it just keeps people away in a way that is like unnecessary friction, really.
But are you getting taxed?
You're getting taxed, yeah. It's
Even in the
also-
boat?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the full maximum as soon as you win. You know, it's not a very friendly regulatory environment, but online is exploding over the past 5 years, and you end up with some really experienced players, and many of them come out to the APT to play and prove their skills in Asia. I'll take a look at that chip dynamic. I mean, wait just a second. Our 105 hand prop bet is looking shaky there.
Depends on heads up.
Certainly does, but Daniel with just a lock over majority of the chips, almost 80%.
Can I change my mind? Maybe
You certainly
over
can.
under 88.
I don't know that we'd seen the 167 bigs to 30 bigs effective in both the short stacks. What did you say the new line was?
88.
Yeah, let's go with 88. Seems a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
I'll take the under on that still. Certainly depends on the card distribution, but it's one of those situations that's so ideal for Daniel. Both shorties about the same stack. Daniel raising with the best hand from the small. Yet another pot going his direction.
You confused me.
And I'm afraid of using the word easy too lightly, but is this just a really easy spot for Daniel in terms of decision making right now?
Yeah, almost every spot is like super easy decision, you know.
Is there anything he needs to be careful about?
Just don't double up Fan. I'm rooting for Fan, to be honest.
Always. Action players, they say.
Fight together, okay?
Because I know Stephen and Danny is capable of like taking this down, but I wanna see a local player win this.
Mind you, the local players have been doing exceedingly well at APT Taipei Poker Classic here. Every day I check the winners list and all the events, and you just see the Taiwanese players consistently in first place. Fantastic to see. Hopefully grows the game even more. And Taiwan has just emerged as one of those top Asia poker destinations. I wouldn't have seen it coming, but the talent is impressive.
Yeah, considering they I think they started like 9 years ago, because it's illegal here before, right? So they don't they cannot like just organize or do cash games. So it's most of them are like timetable whatever, but I mean the quality of players in Taiwan is totally different than other countries.
How so?
Fundamental wise, so they they have like this over bankroll coaching now, and before they have like their poker school, right? If you know, I think Philip and other locals are like doing it. So if I'm gonna rank Asian countries, probably India will be my rank one. Second would be Taiwan.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mean in terms of caliber of players?
Yes.
Wow. Well, shout out to the Indian players. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. But maybe 5-10 years ago it's like different, but now India, Taiwan, and third, I don't know.
Philippines? Where does that
I
fall?
don't see Philippines in third right now, to be honest.
Like you said, you need that second poker
Yeah,
room and-
because most of the new players are like just lazy to study. Now India and Taiwan players, even the new players, are like studying the game, like really studying the game.
Studying is very big in India, and India is firstly very high population,
And
right?
Vietnam is catching up.
Oh yeah, and
Because they don't have cash games, so they play every day.
daily tournaments.
Tournaments.
I was just in Hanoi for something poker related, but wasn't really playing any series or anything like that. And then when we would free up at like 4 p.m., just check the schedule, and there's like 3 tournaments you can go fire. with up
Even
to
like daily high rollers.
yeah, there's up to 10K up top almost every day in USD.
Yeah, I miss Hanoi.
Super fun venue.
By the way, there's APT Fukok coming.
That's right. We're going
Have
back.
you been to Fukok?
I have. It was my first live APT stop. Have you been?
Yeah, maybe twice or thrice. I'm not sure.
I loved it. It's such a cool place. And by the way, so cheap.
So cheap.
Amazing hotels.
Venue is great.
Yeah, and the venue in particular has fantastic food, fantastic family-related options. You're talking amusement parks, swimming pools, the works.
Sunset's great.
We had some people in chat saying they're going to be joining us in Phuket. That's right after APT Manila. Not sure how the beaches compare between Philippines and Vietnam, but if that is your vibe.
No, I like Phuket way better than other like resort casino.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We do have the mod in chat offering up free money as well as a guess the winner form, and this is some good odds you're getting on guessing the winner, considering we're down to three-handed and, well, one of them has about 60 to 70% of the chips in play at any given point. So fill out that form. It is free money. You can just guess who's going to win. If you get it right, you get entered into a free roll on Natural 8. Meanwhile, we also have the mod asking some questions. And if you get those correctly, and by the way, they're about as easy as you can get. Where is the next APT venue is the question. And I'll give you a hint. Dave Spade is sitting next to me in the booth. All you need to do is go answer it, and you get a mystery box.
They might answer Vietnam.
Okay. Well, you can also go check apt.poker. Just do the homework and try to get the $88 mystery box. It's free money. How can you say no? Almost 500 people watching. No surprise, given the money at stake and the excitement. Daniel actually manages to find the fold. Steven fighting back a bit. Is there a risk of complacency when your stack is this big?
Of course. If let's say, okay, let me ask you this: if you're Fan and Steven, what would be your strategy three-handed against Danny?
Yeah, it's super tough. I know my tendency would be to get a bit tighter, wait for the card distribution to work for me until you maybe get down to that like slightly more dangerous 20 big blind level, just because you just keep wondering, can you rock the boat without having the goods? That's not Fan style though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think if I'm Fan, I'm probably gonna like forget about ICM, because I need that double up, you know. So either gonna play like super conservative and wait for the other player to bust, but it's not gonna happen. Like Steve is not gonna like just sit there, you know, and try to pay jump three-handed. No.
Yeah, I mean the pay jump on offer, massive as it is, going from 116,000 to 181,000, so 65,000 USD is the pay jump. But the difference between third and first place, let me do some quick math, 156,000. That's the pay jump you're really eyeing, and of course all the glory, that APT Black Stealth trophy.
Wait, is it 156 Taiwan dollar or USD?
USD.
Wow, that's big. Okay, I might just play tight.
From third to first place, I should say. Yeah.
Now, if I'm Steve, I'm probably gonna like try to exploit Fan a bit more, and not play like unnecessary hands or pots against Danny.
And you think that's a function of that slight chip lead he has over Fan, or you mean in general as well?
In general. Because he has the position. It's going to be easy for me to navigate, at least.
Gilbert in chat, frequent commentator. Commenter, I should say, in the chat. First Rampage, now Steven Song. Actually, Rampage participated in this event as well. $25,000 buy-in, bringing out
Yeah, I wish I can see Ethan punt in the final table.
You know, it's controversial, Dave, but I watch a lot of Rampage's, Ethan's content, and I have been using that word in a very endearing way, mind you. And a couple of people sort of back off. They think I'm alleging something. They think I'm using it disparagingly. No, Rampage is famous for his punts.
Yeah.
We all love him for it. And most of the time it's tongue-in-cheek anyway. It's usually just a hyper-aggro, probably profitable play. It just doesn't work out results-wise, and then we just have a laugh over it.
Yeah. He probably has his own, like, punt highlights, you know?
His punt merch?
Yeah. No, I mean punt highlights. Like shorts or reels, you know?
Oh, right.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure to have him. And he did make the final table of the super high roller, which was really cool to see.
He finished, sixth, right?
Oh,
I mean, this final table?
Oh, I didn't know he got that close to cashing.
Oh, yeah.
I did see him. Actually, I don't think he was sixth because I saw I was railing when we were six-handed, but I did see he did go deep at least, like maybe the final 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. I also follow him on Twitter, and this might be TMI, but you can go on his Twitter. He is clearly loving Taiwan because he posted about how much he loves bidets and warm toilet seats.
Yeah, I know. Because he's when he's playing in Vegas, there's no bidets, no.
Well, there we go. Fan using his premium, the ace-10 off from the small to take one down. Daniel, not interested in fighting back every pot. Just lets the king-10 off go, going to be dominated so often like he is in this moment. Some change in dynamics. 44 bigs versus the 28 now. Proper delta.
Okay, let me ask you this again. So if you're Danny now, what would be your strategy?
Okay. I'm wondering what changed firstly. Again, the ICM on Steven, much stronger. Now he's a clear short stack. Target fan once again. He is the middle stack, and he did respect ICM with that fold relatively easy, the ace-8 of diamonds. But he did voice it. You know, it's almost like a live tell where he's saying, hey, you can be shoving any two and I'm still folding. So
Yeah.
that's what I would be thinking. What about you?
If I'm Danny, I might just wait for heads up, to be honest. I don't want to like make a mistake.
Really?
Because I might just preserve my stack, or maybe use maybe 30% max, try to exploit, you know. So, but I'm probably just gonna preserve, because I know these two players are like pretty capable of, like, I mean, you know, coming back from 20 bigs, 30 bigs.
That's very interesting. So let me voice what you're saying. Daniel has about 5 million in chips, 4.5 we see on the screen.
Yeah.
And there's about 6.8 million chips in play total. So he has 2/3 right now. If you get to heads up, that would mean...
Yeah, because if you preserve your stack, let's say right now, and after 2-3 levels, how much is the 27 bigs? How much is the 50 bigs, right? You know, after 3 levels. So you still have like 4.5, and then the blinds will, if we heads up after 3 or 4 levels, how much is 4.5? How much is the other stack?
And you'd have a 2-to-1 chip lead
Yes,
in heads
exactly.
up. Yeah, which is plenty. It is always tempting though to just put that maximum pressure and reach heads up with that like magical over 3-to-1 chip lead. You know, obviously all these players are well studied in heads up as well, but it just feels higher variance. You know, you can't play people off each other. But I'm very interested to see what you said about kind of waiting for heads up. You don't hear people voice that too often. But this is your unique situation when we're so deep, right?
Yeah, you of course you need to change gear sometimes. But if it's like just a regular side event, you know, I'm probably gonna just exploit, bet, be aggressive.
I see. So it's dependent on the caliber of the players?
Yes, definitely.
And we talked about if you get to heads up with preserving stack. On the other hand, what you're really talking about is not risking doubling one of them up.
Yeah.
In particular, fan, in which
You
case...
don't want to force it.
Yeah. You'd be even stacked in that case.
Because right now, the skill level is pretty close, you know? So your edge will be depending on your stack size.
Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool insight. Let me ask a very non-technical question. You're a live player?
Yeah.
What do
But
you
originally, I'm online player.
Okay, yeah. But with all the live experience you have, what do you think Daniel's outfit does to psychologically impact the play?
But to be honest, I like it. I also have like shirt like this, but I
Yeah.
only use it if it's like TV table or final table.
And how many buttons do you pop when you do that?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Okay. You're no Daniel, though. It's just too good, man.
Yeah, sometimes you need to like dress up like this to feel good and then run good. Once you feel good, you will run good.
I mean, notice no sunglasses, no hats on the table. This is the highest buy-in we have. This is the highest buy-in most poker series in the world have. And these guys are just cruising along. I mean, t-shirts, beach shirts, another day at the office, flip-flops. Just goes to show poker can be found across the spectrum of countries, styles, and clearly fashion as well.
Yeah, I was just watching one movie from Netflix, something, I don't know, it's like a poker movie, a new movie. And then I mean, they always show the high rollers are dressing like, you know, tuxedo or whatever, but this is how they dress.
There you go.
The super high rollers. Just a shirt, hoodie, shirt.
You're so right. Like, if you had to make a movie and boil it down to a stereotypical outfit, it would have to be a hoodie. Oh my.
Oh my.
What in the world is going on? Look at this. Small versus big battle. King 6 clubs versus the 6-4. And it comes to 8-7-5 flop straight versus flop flush. A bet and a call on the flop. The 5 of hearts rolls off. Could this be the huge dent to Daniel's stack that has been looming?
Okay, facing a jam, let's say Steven jam this hand or maybe raise 600, whatever. I don't see Danny folding this hand on the turn because he can still beat like 5x hands.
Absolutely. So it went limp pre-flop and Steven check called the flop.
There you go.
And check raises the turn. And this is just a 5 very frequently.
You see, Danny didn't snap, so he probably is thinking what's the value hand he can beat. Of course, 5x. Aside from 5x.
He has the 6 of hearts as well, mind you. The 6-5 becomes a tad less likely.
He just raised. I thought he jammed.
No, he just check raised. It gets called, and the club on the river might save Daniel some chips. Steven.
See, he's running good.
He is running good, so to speak, after flopping the straight against the flop flush. Do not double up your opponent is certainly a win. Steven just has to go for it. He has the second nut flush. The board is paired, but so likely the best hand. He bets all but a few chips, and Daniel can now fold. He's probably cursing the poker gods for the club, but little does he know. Saved him about 500k. Still a minor dent. About 13 bigs or so extra going into Steven's stack. And once again, the two shorties, and I use that term very, very loosely. The two stacks above 40 bigs, and the one stack still above 130 bigs.
I can't believe Steven didn't get a full double on that hand. This is the caliber of players we watch, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting, the stack dynamic. So it was, I think, 120k for him to call on the turn. He had about 800k. Just a tad too much to jam, I suppose. Especially with the board having paired. Get paid on the check raise, and now ace-jack. Queen 3 off for Daniel is a bit too disconnected.
He's probably going to check that hand after. You did
On
the
the
right
stream, you
fold,
mean?
Danny. Yeah.
Yeah. Good fold, Daniel.
Good fold, Danny. You were never ahead.
That's right.
Just so you know.
8th Street. Speaking of movies, those flops, you know, 8-7-5 all clubs. Sometimes I call those movie flops. You see them in a movie, you're like, that's so contrived, but that's what poker's all about.
The
You
James
play
Bond.
enough, it does happen. Not Casino Royale, maybe. That's a bit out there. Royal versus top boat versus mid boat. But yeah, you were talking about how you would represent the fashion of a typical poker high roller.
Yeah.
Hoodie.
Which I think the rounders is the closest.
Yeah.
Fashion-wise, as poker player, just shirt and hoodie. And other than that, I don't know.
We were talking about it just the other day. How is it that Rounders, which was made 26 years ago, pre-poker boom, still manages to capture poker the best? I mean, that is just unreal.
Yeah, so last night I was playing, was it last night or the other day I was playing Final Table. And I bought Oreo cookie, Oreo cookie. I was waiting for the moment.
To hear it. Teddy KGB style, crack it open.
I was waiting for the exact hand, but I wasn't able to do it.
I'll tell you what I wait for in the booth is, and this has happened just once, an ace-9 versus aces, full house versus full house. Like the first hand in Rounders, aces full mic. And I was like, Rounders! It's Rounders! It's Rounders!
Yeah, we're probably gonna do the aces full mic comments in the comment section, you know?
Oh, the commenters are free, but I'll tell you what, Dave, I try to stay away from Teddy KGB impressions. It's a slippery slope, my friend. By the way, chat, over 500 of you watching. Thank you for joining us. We have crossed, thanks to your support, 13,000 subscribers. It's been a long, slow, but rewarding grind, every subscriber. And we thank you for continuing to support us. Do hit subscribe if you haven't. Look at this. Top set, always exciting to look at. 6-4-3 is the flop. Small versus big battle. Fan has been flopped dead. Not sure what equity he does have. It says 1%. Oh, to a chop maybe. Running 7-5. That's about it though. The bet is just over 1.5 bigs and it's gonna get a fold. So chat, we're discussing poker movies. If you have any favorites, do let us know. Some Mandarin viewers or Mandarin in. Well, let me see. I can actually do Google Translate. We had tons of Thai viewers in the chat, and that's when I discovered that I can translate the chat. Here we go. That's cool. Some supporters of Fan, no doubt. Watch our stream as well. We have somebody complaining about the chip leader being too passive.
He's probably gonna. He's probably preserving his stack.
There we go. People asking about Fukuoka and Manila. Oh, another question for you, Dave. It's going to be my first time in the Philippines, like I said. Any place you'd recommend checking out besides Manila?
You mean
any other cities?
Cities. If you like beach, just maybe go Palawan or Boracay. But Boracay is overrated. There's actually a lot of like nice beach in the Philippines. But if you want to party, just stay in Manila.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Or go Angeles.
That sounds convenient. Trip 10s here for the chip leader. Steven with just king high is considering floating out of position. Nah, not this time. Players getting away from the dangerous ones.
Yeah, because if you're in Manila, you don't want to like go to other cities. Before you get there, it's probably going to be the next day because of the traffic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I hear you, man. I'm from India. We have a ton of that as well. Meti in chat mentions their favorite poker movie, also Rounders. No surprise. Every once in a while, you do come across people who love some of the more obscure ones. There's one called The Grand. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
It's very unique. It's basically sort of like improvised. They just held a real poker tournament, and they had some storylines that were going to happen, like the main character coming in second. Woody Harrelson plays that. But apart from that, they just let the chips fall where they may. And
is that an old movie?
It's old. It was during the peak of the poker on TV era in 2008, where there was a lot of celebrities playing.
The
it's very out there.
Era.
Yeah, yeah.
You're very bad to
Some
live.
people love this. There's a Robert Duvall movie called it's called All In or something with Eric Bana. But I think when people say anything but Rounders, they're just being a bit hipster. Rounders is just so good. Frequent APT commentator Stephen Lai is always talking about making a Rounders for Asia.
Yeah, I think it's about time they need to make another movie like Rounders, you know, like real life. I mean, the actual life of poker players, not
Yeah.
like those glamorous final table, whatever, tuxedo players.
Tuxedo poker is not real poker.
Yeah.
If they do, when they do the research and stumble onto our stream, I bet they'll have one player dressed like Daniel Nielsen.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a movie, poker movie, what would be your storyline? Rags to riches, maybe?
That's interesting. I think the riches to rags is the more interesting part of the player.
That's good. That's pretty common.
Everybody binks a tournament and then it just
Yeah,
plays
true.
outside their role and,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow, very bad for me. I might do maybe the losing side of the poker players, you know.
Mhm.
So the struggling side of the poker players,
Mhm.
because they only see players winning.
Mhm.
They don't even know how much they're playing. If they fired like 4 bullets, 5 bullets in this main event, you know. So I wanna like show the audience that it's not about winning. It's about like, you know, grinding it out.
Yeah. I'd love to somehow capture the process. I was just involved in sort of like a TV show, like a poker league kind of show in India.
Yeah, I saw Sarvan posting it.
Oh, that's right. I'm referring to a different one. I've been involved in that as well, which is pretty cool because it makes poker into a team
Yeah.
sport. This is more like still individual players. They were just flown out and they played a series of sit and goes over 4 or 5 days, and the points adding up. But the idea was to capture top pros playing advanced poker and not shy away from how good the poker was, which sometimes you have to do. And you know, as I was part of the production team as a commentator, I just wished that they could have captured the smoke breaks
Yeah.
and the hotel rooms hanging out at night.
Yeah, the smoke breaks probably is a bad beat story.
Yeah, because that's when, firstly, you see how people are obsessed with this game we all love, right? You're still talking about poker, you're still discussing strategy. You're like, oh man, for that extra 1 point, the ICM pressure, I should have folded the 3
Yeah.
bigs. And you're like, oh, this is what it takes to be one of the best, right? And then also the downside, where you're just like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. This was the bad beat. On to the next game. And like I said, we were in Vietnam, and then often you just go and find the next poker tournament on the same day. So that's what needs to be captured, and hopefully somebody will do it. Hopefully Stephen Lai does it. He said he's writing a script or something.
Wow, nice.
Oh, Cobain in chat recommending All for the Winner, which is a Hong Kong movie. I was not aware of this. Gotta check it out. I like the title, All for the Winner.
All for the winner.
Oh my, Fan is raising it up. Raising it up all in against Steven. Wow. Takes the ace-4 and runs with it. Great timing. This is a table dynamic and feel kind of jam, isn't it? He knows that Steven is going to open on the button, considering Daniel's in the small. Has that ace blocker. His favorite ace blocker.
If he can 6-bet jam ace 5 off, why not ace 4 off? Easy 3-bet jam.
One thing Fan is not afraid of is variance. Thanks for the recommendation, Cobain, in chat. Gotta check that one out. The only thing I know, I'm sad to say, from Hong Kong cinema is famous action exports. Maybe a couple of Wong Kar-wai movies that also became mainstream famous across the world, but I've heard it's a fantastically diverse film industry, and pretty glad to hear they have their own poker movie. I'm always eyeing what else we have going on out there. This is one of my favorite events. Check this out, Dave. You get... How many mixed games is this? Limit triple draw, dealer's choice, Badugi, ace to 5, Badesi, deuce to 7 triple draw, Badusi, and then a limit triple draw high. I guess that's like 5 or 6. And that's a $126 event. I mean, it's impossible to even train dealers to deal these games, and you get to play them for $126. That is just so cool. That kicks off at 4 p.m. today.
And Taiwan dealers are also like really good.
Yeah, it's so underrated because it makes so much of a difference to player experience, doesn't it?
She's talking.
Most of the dealers at APT stops are also flying out, joining us at various stops. But here at the Asia Poker Arena, they already have some of the best dealers. Ace Jack just jams it in there. Guess the fold. Blinds being 20,000, 40,000 has changed the dynamics a bit. 30 bigs, and 108 bigs. The big event of the day, by the way, aside from the main event and the one you're watching right now, is the Mystery Bounty Hunter. It's powered by Bybit, and they've added 40,000 in added bounties.
What time is it?
It's already started. It started at 11:15 a.m. Late Reg still open for 3 hours, in case you're thinking about firing.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna play this after this final table, but I don't mind playing late.
Well, it's a bounty, I understand. We'll be on break in about half an hour. Might have some decision making to do at that point for you. But yeah, 40,000 in added bounties is a lot of value. Another women's event today. That's the 150 buy-in. I think we have had 2 already.
So how many women's event for this series?
Pretty sure we have 3. Which I was actually discussing with somebody from the media team, Shan, at breakfast today. If there's one sign of the APT's growth, it's the number of women's event and the number of women that are signing up.
Yeah, only in Taipei.
What could be a bigger sign?
True.
Truly growing the game.
Yeah, most of the ladies event here in Taipei are like really good. Do you have the numbers for the women's event?
Indeed. Pull those up. As a commentator, I also get access to a special sheet, Google Sheet. I'll tell you about it in a moment. But I remember looking at the women's event going on yesterday, and I was amazed to see the number of entries, over 130.
Wow, 130.
That was event number 36, I believe. And we also kicked off the day 1 with a women's event. And that had, let's take a look, also 130. Incredible.
I think because of it is because of Kristen Foxen.
Hey, there you go. Amazing run this year at the WSOP main. She was certainly the heroine until she was eliminated.
Yeah,
I think
most of the players are rooting for her.
Yeah, final 2 tables, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 12, something like that.
Pair versus pair, by the way. Steven versus Fan. 4 comes on the turn. Like I said, I have the sheet, Dave, which has entries for previous stops at the APT. I'm happy to say that the record still remains in Taipei with 143 entries in APT Taipei 2023. But we have one more event to go. Never know. We could cross it. 130. It's pretty close. Steven?
I think they should do like latest championship event. Maybe next year or next year. Depends on the numbers.
Yeah, and on stream too. Love to see it.
I mean, they deserve it.
Certainly. Steven has gone for the value bet in position on the turn as well. Comfortable top pair. Plenty of draws possible on the flop. Fan is coming along. Only has 4 outs that are live. This could be a decent dent to his stack. And Steven could go for 3 streets if the river is super clean. That's pretty clean.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say if it's like 9, 8, you can maybe get more value from Fan.
Could certainly target smaller pairs, 3s, weaker 10s. Is he considering checking back here, you think?
Probably not. He knows Fan is not like gonna just check call 4 on the turn, you know, with a flush draw.
Yeah, great point. If you can eliminate a chunk of 4s from Fan's range, you certainly have to go for a value bet, and go he does. It's a big one. He's polarized. He's repping the misdraws himself in a way. 320,000 is the bet. That's a time bank for now, played by Fan. Good time to use it. This would be for a huge chunk of his remaining stack.
It's pretty hard to get away with this hand, considering that you don't have ace spade blocker or 3 spade blocker.
Yeah, it's just the right combo to consider a hero call. No spades in his hand, no 5s and 6s. All possible for Steven to have.
Okay.
Great fold.
Nice fold, Fan. Spider sense.
Still a dent though, but a much smaller one than it could have been. Fan still has 22 bigs, plenty for him to work with. Taking a look at the APT Manila schedule, Dave. 2 women's event there as well, by the way.
Event.
Yeah, it's all about Hold'em and Omaha in Philippines, of course, because of the way I believe some regulations are. Some single draw events as well, some no limit events. What I love looking at is what kind of fun night events we have in the schedule. You know, the hyper turbos, the super hyper turbos, TikTok booms here and there. There's a hyper turbo pretty much every day. Oh, and pardon me, there is stud, there is super hold'em. Those are the side events, so not just no limit and PLO. Main event, as I mentioned, still the same buy-in level and 1.7 million guaranteed. And Fan with the Rockets once more. Did not get action last time. Oh no. Say it ain't so. Another fold. Come on.
Twice now.
Twice.
I haven't checked the APT Manila schedule. Is there like a daily high roller?
So the single day high rollers will be active just like
Every
other
day.
APT stops
Nice.
every day. Those tend to be around the 2,500 to 3,000 USD buy-in level, depending on local currency. And what do they call them? Trip savers, I believe, if you can ship one.
Yeah. That'll be nice.
Some other marquee events in Manila, the Zodiac Classic. That's the 2,200 buy-in, sponsored by Natural Aid. Speaking of Natural Aid, they're going to have satellites running to the APT main event. We have almost 400 entries this time coming from online.
Yeah, I saw the schedule of the online satellites from if I'm not mistaken, from $3 step
Wow.
qualifiers. It's actually a very good value. The last, I mean, yesterday or 2 days ago, there's APT main satellite overlay
Yeah, online.
online.
I think it was a 200 USD
That's
satellite,
right,
and
USD,
there's
yeah.
thousands of dollars in overlay. I mean, that is just absolutely worth it. I'll point out another thing. If you qualify through a Natural 8 to the main event, they actually add $50,000 in free roll if you ship it.
Wow. But if you qualify online, you need to play online?
No.
No? Nice.
Stephen Lai, in fact, was playing Flight 1A qualifying online yesterday. And this extra 50,000 and in general, some of the online player pool includes some of the Natural 8 events we have. You know, Natural 8 Taiwan, Natural 8 India, Natural 8 Hong Kong. The final table lists of those tournaments, online tournaments, end up getting free flight accommodation and the main event ticket. And sometimes the buy-ins are as low as $30 or $80.
Wow, free flight and free accommodation. Sick value.
It's really fun to track some of those players across our coverage as well, since we rotate feature tables on day 2 and 3. Every 2 hours, new set of players. Every bust out, some new player joins us. Ideally, by the time we get to the final few tables, there's a lot of familiar faces, some storylines being formed. We had the APT Jeju winner, Luo Shishang. He was the chip leader. He was on the feature table on day 2, day 3, and watching him ship it. And I don't know if you followed him during the World Series of Poker in the summer. He ended up winning 2 bracelets.
2 bracelets?
Yeah.
Such a crusher.
Right after winning the APT main event. What a year he's been having.
Yeah, I saw him won 1 bracelet, but I didn't know it was 2.
Let me double check. Was
He
it
run
2?
like
It was
that.
at least a runner-up and a bracelet, but I just know it was an absolutely stellar summer. There it is, 2 bracelets. The 25,000 horse, which is super prestigious. Good for 725K. And the 1500 no limit PLO mix, double board bomb pot.
Is he here right now?
I don't think he joined us here. I hope he flies down maybe for day 2 of the main event or something like that. But you could see him in Manila for sure.
I played against him like many times before, but that's like pre bracelet. So he's like he doesn't have the main event title before.
Right.
When I played him, and he's a totally different player.
Main event and 2 bracelets. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, some of these players from Asia don't get the international coverage they deserve, but he's having one of the sickest runs
I
in
know.
poker globally, if you think about it. 2 bracelets is a feat that hardly any of the best in the world achieve. I think Scott Seaver did it this summer, but that's probably about it. Jeremy Osmus, I believe, is in the running. Meanwhile, the situation here once again, 10-8 v 9-8. 2 diamonds as well for Daniel Nielsen, along with the straight draw. And an absolute brick, which also confirms that the kicker will play. This is an interesting one. They call this being pipped or out-pipped. Very next best hand. That's what Steven Song has, and he's been bet into. Very comfortable hand to just flat call. Loving the split screen here, by the way. You're always wondering how much players are looking at each other, isn't it?
Yeah.
That era of live poker where people just stared each other down, which was a bit of a European concept, I think.
Well, because European play like AI. Sorry, but yeah. But if you're playing in Asia,
Yeah.
Especially live, there's actually a lot of going on, like live tells and everything.
Right.
You know, and sometimes if you like you don't know what to do, it's like 50-50 spot. You need to have that live read.
Steven takes it down, check, check. Gets to show down the 10-8 off, and Daniel realizes he's been pipped. Hey, he's under 100 bigs. That hasn't happened before. Still 100 bigs, though. Has over 60% of the chips in play. So we started the day with 4 players. Did lose won. Charles walked away with 78,000. About 15 minutes from the break. Means we've been playing for an hour and 45. I'd say everybody's done a fantastic job of essentially making the most of whatever they had.
Yeah, they're actually playing pretty solid. No big errors or mistakes.
Perhaps to be expected from the likes of Daniel and Steven, well-known superstars. But how about Fan holding his own, finding different gears when he needs to?
I want to see him double up first.
Absolutely. Certainly would be exciting.
Okay, interesting turn. So Daniel checks the top pair. Fan now has open-ender and easily gives up.
Discipline. 3 hearts also working against him.
Also a big shout out to our final table dealer, Pepe. He's one of our friendly staff from CTP.
Do you have a history with this venue?
Yeah, my first ever Taipei trip was the PKC. That was before Poker Dream, organized or hosted by Winfred, Sir Winfred Yu. Finished second, 3-way ICM. So that was my first Taipei trip.
Wow. That'll make you love a city.
Yeah.
Are you superstitious?
Not really. I'm more of a numbers guy.
Same here, but every once in a while I feel like I'm susceptible to convincing myself a city is lucky or a venue is lucky.
Maybe 5 or 10, 15 years ago you can be like superstitious, but now it's a new era of poker, you know, all numbers.
Coming back to the discussion about movies, rounders obviously exaggerated life tells to the point that somebody's eating a cookie. Although they show him self-aware, like he realizes his KGB probably won't do that anymore. But there used to be such a fascination with that aspect of the game, right?
Yeah.
Looking a man in the eye and knowing what they had, it almost came from the Old West.
Yeah, and then the thought process is like almost on point. When what's the name of the guy, the leading man? What's that? I mean, the thought process while on that hand, you know.
Oh,
so
Bandit, like
yeah. So
you mean the character?
The character,
Mike,
yeah. So he was like convincing himself and trying to analyze the hand, you know, the range, and then also there's like some tendencies of Teddy that he's too smart to do blah 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 blah, you know. So it was like on point. Such a good movie. Because whenever you play live, you're also gonna try to, convince yourself, talk to yourself, try to analyze the hand.
When you transitioned from online to live, did you put in any work into live tells?
Yeah, of course. I think I improved a lot reading live tells. Because you probably gonna see me sometimes doing like some out of line plays. It's not gonna be like totally like out of line, of course. Probably I saw some live tells and then I just tried to like to use it in my advantage. So sometimes, most of the times it worked, but sometimes against these players, live tells are not like that reliable anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the likes of Steven on the screen in front of you. In fact, this score is guaranteed to take him over 8 million in lifetime earnings.
Wow.
He did ship just this month. I guess we're on the 1st of October, so
Yeah,
just last month.
The main event, right?
The main event at the EPT for over £1 million, 1.3 million actually. That was in Barcelona. Looking to add 272,000 USD to his tally. Now, as somebody who's playing at the highest level, do you keep track of your hand and mob, and is that a milestone for you ever?
Yeah, of
the
course.
next million?
Yeah. I mean, it keeps you motivated. If you're passionate about the game, of course you wanna at least reach some. You have to have your goals. Let's say you wanna reach 2 mil this year, something like that. So it keeps you going. You have to have good reason to continue playing.
Okay, here's the most controversial question of all. Do you think hand and mob should track buy-ins?
Of course. It's because whenever you play online, let's say Sharp Scope, right? They track your buy-ins as well.
Right.
So you see who's the because there's actually a lot of regs.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. But you don't know who's the losing reg, break-even reg, and the crushing reg.
Right.
But it's gonna be hard for Handemon to track it down because whenever they just ask for the result, the payout, and then just list it down. They're not gonna ask how many buy-ins player made.
I don't think people would be too open to talking about the buy-ins, revealing how many bullets they fired.
Depends on the country. If you need to like,
tax purposes. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But do you think it's gonna happen?
No, I doubt it. I doubt
we need
it.
an app to do it.
Yeah, you need a separate player to essentially a separate organization is what I mean to track that. Like Sharkscope, you said, does it for online. It is interesting to have this data out there to begin with. Sometimes we'll have players from countries that are just not that good with tracking hand and mob, and it really throws you off. I mean, for instance, you mentioned Charles, who we had earlier on the table. Like, he's a high-stakes cash player. And suddenly you look at his hand and mob, and it just says the cash he made from the super high roller, and that's pretty much it. So, you're talking like 10,000, 13,000 or something. And even though it's meaningless, it does. You're like, oh, okay, so is he weaker? It shouldn't really be that one-to-one, but
maybe less experience tournament-wise, but skill level is not that like significant. If he's playing like a super high-stake game.
Yeah. And don't forget the online guys.
Yeah, of
show
course.
up extremely prepped and might not have live scores that represent their prowess.
I think the only disadvantage of online players, if they're gonna play live, is the live reads live tells.
That's right.
There's actually one funny situation. So there's like, I played this Taiwanese player. He's a new player, but I know he's an online player. And based on his like, I was watching him for like an hour already. Based on his play style, he's from online.
You could tell.
Yeah, I could tell. But the thing is, he couldn't protect his hand properly.
Oh.
how to win, right?
Oh no. Did you tell him?
Yeah, I told him
Yeah,
to
that's
protect
nice.
his hand because it might also influence my hand, my action.
No, that's nice. That's nice.
You know.
We have somebody in chat. Actually, a while ago, I'm looking at it after a while. Yi Shun Jian says, fan loves to apply ICM pressure. I was on the bubble with him, using the small. He used to time back, then jammed king queen off into me. I woke up with ace queen off and snapped. And the reason I read this out is you hear bad beat stories plenty.
Yeah.
There you go. Somebody telling a story where they were on the right side of the equation. Good for you. Relaxing with nature is the idea in chat. Says, will Greg and Rampage be in Manila? Greg, 100% Rampage. Let's hope so. He is certainly showing up for our stops now.
I think it's gonna be the first for Ethan to play in Manila. I'm not sure though.
I bet you're right. And don't forget, we do have the Superstar Challenge and the Super High Roller in Manila as well. The Superstar Challenge, by the way, thanks to currency conversion, is going to end up even higher. 26,000 is going to be the buy-in, give or take. Dave, did you ever imagine the APT hosting a 25K?
I honestly don't think that it's gonna be 25K. Because before it, the super high roller, I mean the superstar, I think it's 10K.
10K,
right?
yeah. We used to call the 10K the Superstar.
Yeah, right.
And some of these international superstars joining us.
Yeah.
We're very grateful because, you know, it excites people in chat. Clearly excited to see Steven. Excites the field as well. They're just out there in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Here at the APA, you can just look over from whatever main event table you're at and see your favorite players playing there.
Yeah. And
Sometimes they're in the main event with you.
I think they're loving Asia. I mean, tournament-wise.
Check this out, by the way. We have a seniors event in APT Manila as well. Minimum age 50 to play.
Wow.
$350 buy-in.
There's probably going to be a lot of, like, locals.
Old school locals? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Local. Again, Aces fan. Third time now. Wow. Are we going to see an action?
On the button every time. So far, no action. Please let this not be third times.
How about kings and queens?
I see who you're...
Okay. That is going to defend.
At least a defense from the big this time.
Ladies and price C, you have 15-minute break. Okay, last time for the return price C before the break.
Middle pair for Daniel. Let's see how costly this gets.
How about a 4 or 5?
Certainly keep Daniel in the mix. The 8, though, takes his 6 down to third pair on the board. Very easy value bet on the turn for Fan to make here. The board is pretty clean. Good size up, targeting kings and club draws. It's tough to set up a river jam here.
220?
That's about how much he's grabbing.
I see 200, 225.
Nice guess, Dave.
Yeah.
25K is the bet. Seems a bit rich.
Daddy's gonna let it go. Good fold.
95 big still for Daniel. 41 for Fan. 34 for Steven. This is going to be the last hand before the break.
I think Danny knows that he needs to preserve his stack. You know, he don't want to like force it. Because if he double up one of these players, it's gonna be like 50-50 for him heads up, you know.
Right, and not to mention he'd lose the chip lead if he doubles up either of them, I believe. Yeah, just about.
So he's doing my strategy.
That's right, waiting for heads up perhaps. And when you said waiting, you mean just not taking unnecessary risk.
Not like being too tight or too passive about it.
So as it says on the top left of the screen, this is the last hand before the break. We are at the most viewers we've had so far, over 600 of you. I'm not surprised, considering the amazing poker we're seeing. We hope you stick with us. It's going to be a quick 15-minute break after this hand. Make sure you hit subscribe and like to support us. And also, in case you close the browser window, close the app. That way, as soon as you sign back on, YouTube knows you're interested. Chat going wild with the aces. 3 times within 60 hands is a lot. This time with the ace-7, Fan has way the worst of it with that jack-high flop.
That's the best aces action he had.
That's right, 1 street.
1 street. Defend plus 1 street.
You know, things like that can rattle you.
Very close, merge. I can call, I can fold. It's never mind. That's a good fold.
Okay.
Really good fold?
You tend to get a few extra folds on the last hand before the break, but in that case, Steven had the goods. Steven and Fan tied at 37 bigs exactly. Daniel has the table covered. These are the dynamics we will be returning to as we come back from this 15-minute break. There you see what players are playing for. 270,000 USD up top to the winner. 115,000 locked up. Dave Spade has been with me in the booth. We will see you after the break.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Just run it out. Yeah. That's probably gonna win.
I had an ace. Deserved to win.
Yeah.
You got the best of it.
It's usually how it works, right?
Well, sometimes. And he's got the club as well. Eight of clubs.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Welcome back, everybody, to the APT Taipei 2024. We are resuming from our break, taking a look into the Superstar Challenge, a 25,000 USD buy-in. We're down to our final three. These players are playing for it all. My name is Sam Insel. I'm joined here with Dave. How you doing, Dave?
And finally, I meet Buffalo Sap.
Yeah.
I saw some of your contents. It's actually interesting.
Thank you.
Games. Yeah.
Yep, quite a bit different than what these players are playing for right now. Three-handed, very short stacks, very different to cash games. How have they been handling it so far?
So far, it's mostly Daniel. He's chip leading right now, trying to preserve his stack, waiting for heads up maybe. And Steven and Fan is like trying to battle it out, you know?
Yeah, trying to survive while the big stack is just taking chunks out of them. I saw the live reporting from yesterday. It does seem like Daniel got a really nice double up when he's at his tournament life at risk. I think it was 10s versus ace jack for a flip. Manages to hold, find the double up, and now look at him in a great spot to take it down for first place. Coming up on your screen now, 27 entries. That is 27 people ponying up 25,000 USD for a $642,000 prize pool. First place going home with nearly 270,000 USD. One thing to note, believe it is going to be Steven Song's best year. He's got about 2.2 million on Hendon Mob, and this year he's at 1.9 million, looking to add even more to a very, very impressive 7-figure year.
That's crazy. He just shipped the main event. Did you saw it?
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Now he's crushing. He's planning to crush Asia. Hopefully not in Manila. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, you'll have to stay away. Yeah, Daniel Nielsen Most of the chips in play. Lot of play though. 29 and 28 big blinds for the short stacks.
Yeah, no any extra. 3 times. Crazy.
Final table of Fan Chi Wei is always exciting. You never know what he's gonna do.
No, nothing. Just a. Yeah. 3 times. Crazy.
Yeah, that's why I want to see him double up and then play against Danny more. You know.
Oh, if
Because
he gets a big stack, it's on.
It's gonna be wild. Maybe not too crazy, but he can like outmaneuver some spots. You know.
Yes, absolutely. Steven Song going for the limp here. Pretty standard versus the chip leader. Don't want to raise fold hand as nice as ace deuce suited. Daniel checking back the king jack. 7, 6, 5 rainbow. Neither player really connecting hard here.
Do you think he's gonna check jam the ace deuce against 3.5x from Danny? I think he's gonna do it, right? Given his
I
stack
think you
size?
can use like the weaker ace deuce, like ace deuce, ace 3 offsuit. Ace deuce suited, I think just wants to see
Should
a
be
flop.
a post flop.
Yeah, play check call, maybe check fold, and then call a little bit of a stronger ace deuce suited, or ace, sorry, suited ace. Actions check down to the river. Even just wants to get to showdown. Does get to showdown, and nice pick up there, 100K added to his stack.
Danny actually saved a lot of money. Usually just, you know, try to take it down pretty. That actually like gonna jam maybe 3.5x with king jack off. You know. Surprisingly he check back.
It's a nice hand to check back. It's strong enough, and it's going to dominate a lot of
like king x, yeah.
Yeah.
True. Jack x.
Yeah, so it just wants to play post flop, and I think it makes more money that way.
True.
Why so many cookies? Yours?
Love that shirt.
The final table shirt. Do you have one of?
No.
No. I think I have like maybe a couple of them.
Final table shirts?
Yeah, you should have at least one, you know.
Yeah. What makes a good final table
or maybe
shirt?
hoodie. You know, you just need to, you know, feel good, maybe run good after. That's what that is run like.
Okay.
Is running like God right now. Not actually like super crazy, but easy spots, pick up some spots.
Yeah.
Easy decisions, big hands against second best, you know, getting paid.
I like the raise from Daniel here. The queen 3, putting pressure on Fan Chi Wei. You can't fold a hand like Jack 9 offsuit because the big blind ante is so large for 3-handed. 6, 4, 4. I think Daniel's going to win this one. Oh, goes for the check here. Maybe a check raise?
Maybe a stab.
Yeah, I like the check back. It's blocking a lot of the hands that he wants Daniel to have that can just check fold. But Daniel picking up bottom pair here.
Plus
And
a
a
flush
flush
draw.
draw. It's like he pulled that perfect card out of the deck.
Probably gonna bet 150 here.
Close.
135. Close. So Danny's still maintaining his stack. 4 mil. At one point he had like 4.6, I think. 4.7, 4.6.
Okay. Yeah, gave a few chips back, but still very, very nice spot to be in.
I kind of wanted to spot the turn, but I had to shave. I figured I couldn't. In your first year. Oh, I missed 6 fold. I'm like, surely I can't do that.
Oh, they're talking about the King 6 club hand. So Steven flop a flush and Danny flop a straight. No double up.
Wow. Impressive. Pocket 10s here. opening it up to 2 big blinds on the button. Aw, no value.
Again, it's Danny.
Yeah, he's in a great position. It's really nice having the 2 shorter stacks be so close in chips to each other. Really puts on the ICM pressure, and it's a big, big pay jump. 116K guaranteed, gonna go up to 181K.
I mean, so far this three-handed, Danny's not like playing too aggressive, you know, but he's not like too passive as well. Maybe he doesn't want to like double up these 2 players. You know, they need to work.
Yeah.
Because I think he knows that they're like really capable.
Ooh, very interested to see what Steven does here with the ace-queen suited. Could jam. I don't know about a re-raise small. And could just call. You know, all options on the table, except for fold, obviously. What did he go for there? Is it an all-in or? Oh, nice. Small re-raise.
I like it.
Yeah. That hand really likes to put in that small raise, but then what do you do when you get 4-bet shoved on?
You mean the ace-queen?
Yeah, ace-queen
when
suited.
he's never folding. I think
Yeah.
that's a 3-bet value.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think he's going to do the same with the ace-2 diamonds, just to balance his range, you know?
Like the offsuit ones. Like ace deuce,
Yeah,
ace 3
I
off.
like the offsuit
yeah.
ones too.
King deuce, king 3 off. Yeah. I guess he does call it off. Huge flip, you know. What is that? Going to be $65,000 flip.
Mm-hmm. So, how many hands do you think are they gonna play? So the first I told the audience it will be like over under 105, but I changed my mind to 88.
Okay.
88 is
what hand number are we on right now? Let's see. We're on 68.
68. So
are you sure? That seems
no. So maybe back to 105.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a better line.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with the over.
Over 105?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna go over. Okay, go under.
Alexis. Alex, where are you, Alex? Alexis.
By the way, Sam, do you ever play tournaments? Like, or do you only play like maybe main or key events?
So I play some online tournaments. I really like those.
Every
but
weekend or
just here and there.
I see.
Yeah. But I haven't really gotten into the live poker tournament scene yet.
So you're like Charles. Charles is he's I mean they said he's cash game regular. If you check his hand number, he only had like 2 cashes, but he's probably crushing the high stakes table.
Charles Yu?
No, Charles, the French Charles.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Knocked down 4th place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's playing really actually solid. It's not like those splashy cash game players, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we have an interesting hand right now. So Fan open with King 6 clubs, facing a 3-bet against Steven.
It's one of those hands where all options are on the table.
Wow.
Goes for it. Beautiful. Love it.
Wow.
Bluff versus bluff.
It's
and
like
Fan Chi Wei.
the you know that I know that he knows you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. It's Fan taking it down to King 6.
Huge pickup for him there. That was like 8 big blinds.
I think the thought process will be like, okay, I need to like attack this guy, and then I know that he's probably gonna attack me, and then you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a new dealer. Again with King 10 off. You see his face?
Yeah.
He was like, really?
Hope he has better luck with it this time. Nice defendable hand here. 8-7 offsuit. Very nice board for Fan Chi Wei here. 8-6-3, 2 spades, and a diamond. I think this will go check most of the time.
Do you ever consider leading this?
It's not
flop?
connected enough. I think it needs to, like 8 high is not even that great for the big blind. I think maybe like 6 high and at least having a few combos of offsuit straights possible.
So you're never leading that flop?
8-6-3? No. Maybe something like 6-5-3. I could go for it.
You mean with 8-7 off?
8-7 off. Yeah, it could lead, it could check raise, it could check call on 6-5-3. As long as you don't fold it, you're doing fine. Fan Chi Wei going to take a 2 big blind stab here with his flop top pair.
I think Steven's trying to consider to call and then maybe try to represent a flush.
If a spade rolls off.
Yep. Nope. Another decent takedown from Fan. Just so you know, that's the first 3-bet, I mean, was it 4-bet? 4-bet jam.
Yeah.
He made.
Ooh.
This final table. But he got like 3 aces. No action, and then 1 street call only. So that's that's it.
That is some run bad with aces.
So far, it's playing really solid right now. That's the first actually 4-bet. Was it 4-bet or 3-bet jam?
4-bet.
4-bet jam.
Yeah. Steven 3-bet in the small blind, King 10. I like that. Daniel just checks his cards, already knows he needs to raise, just puts chips in the middle.
So if you're a Fan, what would be your strategy right now?
I would try to take my opponent's chips.
Of course. But how? I mean, you know, because you're up against Danny and Steven.
Yeah. You got to play a little bit tighter pre-flop, but I don't think my strategy's going to change too much.
I think he can only attack Steven, like the King 6 suited hand.
Yeah. Well, he can still 4-bet jam against the chip leader, and
Yeah,
it does
true.
make a little bit more sense to do it because he will be like quite a bit wider than Steven.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he checks the previous hand, Danny switches when they're playing 3-handed. He's playing totally different when they were 4-handed. So he's playing a bit conservative.
Oh, and here we are. Steven Song is going to go all in here against Fan Chi Wei's Ace Queen and snap call.
This is actually a 60-40 flip.
Yeah, this is huge. This is 116,000 locked up. The next pay jump is $181,000. Steven needs to catch a jack or a 9, some flushes, some straights to stay in it. No help for him there. Does have some backdoor straight outs.
How about 8 of spade?
How did you do that? Wow. Well, he picks up a few more outs. Fan Chi Wei does have the queen of spades, so it's blocking a couple straight and pair outs as well. But 10 outs for Steven Song going once, 24% here. No, that's not going to do it. The 3 of diamonds. Fan Chi Wei is going to eliminate Steven Song. Congratulations, Steven.
GG, sir.
16,000 USD. Going to add to his hand and mob. Is that going to put him at 2 mil for the year then?
I think so,
yeah. Incredible. He was at 200K last year, and now he's got 2 mil this year alone. Yeah.
Yeah, he started running good after the WPT Prime. He took down the WPT Prime at Vegas.
Yeah. And here we are, heads up. Very deep stack. 78 bigs versus 57. Not going to see too many limps. I don't know, with the big blind ante, perhaps we see limps at these stack depths. But generally you don't start seeing limps until about 40 bigs.
Yeah. They're probably going to adjust and readjust, depends.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, in normal heads-up matches like online, you only see about 20% of a big blind in the ante, but here it's 100%, so a lot more to play for every single hand, and it makes it so heads-up is virtually you got to play 100% of your hands.
That is actually true. Okay, we are now at hand 73. Okay, what do you think about over under 105?
Let's see. 32 hands of heads up. Yeah, we could see.
Oh, pretty close, right?
It's got ace queen offsuit back to back.
Back to back.
Let's see what sizing he uses here. $400 goes for the 4x. Nice.
I'm actually rooting for Fan. How about you?
Oh, tough. I'll decide when I see who's a little bit more aggressive. It's probably going to be Fan, knowing him. Does go after it a lot.
Because he was playing under 35 bigs since 4-handed. So now he stacked, he doubled, he busted Steven. So this is gonna be an interesting heads up.
Oh yeah, 57 bigs, lot of play here.
How about we ask the audience about the over-under 105 hand? What do you guys think?
Yeah, what do you guys in chat think? Over under 105. We're currently on hand 74.
Depends on the dealer.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, one guy said, no chop, no deal, no. When you're playing high rollers against the regular high rollers, it is less likely to have a chop. There, the chat says 7. The Jack 9 hand.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, Gee Wei picking up ace jack now.
3 hands in a row.
He's going to win the first 3 hands, and they're going to be getting close to even stacks soon. This is going to put Fan Chi Wei up over 3 mil once he goes for the 3-bet here, and Daniel really can't continue a 9-7 here.
Yeah, it's going to be almost even after this hand.
Yeah.
Defend the land. Okay, Jack Wu is also in our chat. I'm not sure if it's the Jack Wu that I know, but shout out to you.
Fan Chi Wei, the very ugly looking 8-4 offsuit here. Here we are, we're going to take a flop. 2 very ugly looking hands. That's part of heads up. Both players catching a little piece here on the Queen 10-9 Fan Chi Wei as a gut shot to the bad end. Daniel, middle pair.
Probably gonna bet 75 or 80 here.
Yeah.
Can also check back. Why not? He took the conservative line.
Could go either way here for Daniel. Does decide to check it.
Are you gonna stab with 8 high here?
I like to have some hands that can just check down to the river and then go for the bluff. I think 8 high makes quite a bit of sense there. Just decides to check it back again. And Queen on the river. Yeah, Daniel's probably just going to bet here. His hand's extremely strong heads up. Wants to get some value from maybe pocket 3s or a deuce, some ace highs. Nice. Daniel picking up his first pot of the heads up battle.
Oh, like I said, I feel this lady wanna go home, so I'll take under.
I like that.
It's too early to say that.
Yeah, it's only 2 p.m. local time here. We do have our APT main event Flight C going on right now. One more flight tomorrow, and you can still late reg into day 2 if you'd like. $2 million guarantee. That's absolutely wild.
Oh wow, 3 times in a row at the big blind.
Wow, nice.
4. He's just doing it. 4.
Yeah.
Ace queen, jack deuce. 400.
Yeah, we also have the mystery bounty hunter. It is not too late to enter into that 135 entries, and our very own Greg. Greg goes all in is playing in that
Is
one.
playing?
Yeah. Yeah.
I might jump in after. I want to play against Greg.
Stack him for the bounty. I believe the biggest one is 13,000 USD.
He
for
could be
Mr.
my
Bounty.
lucky bounty draw.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, A6, A6. We also have a single day high roller, 3,000 USD buy-in.
Is it running now?
Yes. Late reg at 5:30.
Okay, another interesting hand. A6 again. A6 and then jack 3, 3, 2 clubs. Now, the third clubs with Daniel free rolling this hand.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Flight D is tonight.
Tonight.
Yes, start time 6:30 p.m. Registration ends at 1 a.m. And then day 2 for A and C will begin tomorrow at 11 a.m.
11.
And you can register up until the tournament starts. And go straight into day 2.
With 25 bigs, right?
Yes. Yeah, very healthy stack.
But is it gonna be a full 60 minutes blind level?
But AC. Yes, full 60-minute levels.
Nice. So the 25 bigs is like actually 35 bigs if you have like 60 minutes per level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, you got quite a bit of play.
Mm-hmm.
Get even close to that 400, perhaps 500,000 USD up top. Oh, very nice hand. King 10 suited here for Daniel.
Fan is gonna defend with jack 6 off. Let's see the flop.
All right, ace 8-6. I think we see a check here. No, he's gonna go for it. Fan, flop and bottom pair, heads up. Pretty nice candidate to continue. Could do some check raising here. Oh, I think he's going to. No, I was wrong. Just goes for the call.
How about 9 or 7 of club? Okay, it's still a good card.
Yeah, picks up a gut shot now for Daniel.
Are you gonna go for the second barrel if you're Danny? And how
I
much
don't know,
would
it's
it
a
be?
lot of showdown value, King 10 here.
But if you want to target like those 8 and 6x, I think you should bet still.
Yeah.
With this turn card, right?
Yeah. I think he's got better hands. Like hands with less showdown value, because he's still beating some gut shots. We'll call a flop. And there it is. King on the river. Fanchi Wei has got an incredible hand here to go for the check raise bluff. Blocking some 2 pairs.
Yep.
Blocking the straights. Goes for the check.
Is he gonna go for value? And how much? Oh,
No. Oh, wow.
Just like the ace king against king queen hand against Steven. Was it Steven? No, against Charles.
Yes.
You're smirking. I think sometimes you need to like check those hands just to see the other player's hand to pick up some information, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, then 4 suited for fan at the button. He's gonna make it 100. 2 BBs. I don't see him limping any hand so far. Heads up, even Danny. We're probably gonna see limp strategy later.
Yeah, when they get a little shorter.
Yeah. What do you think is the reason behind it to limp if you have like under 30 bigs, 25 bigs?
Because if
Just
you
for the
raise,
chat to
you're,
know.
you're getting jammed on a lot more
Mhm.
often when you get to these lower stacks,
Mhm.
and hands like, you know, Jack 9 suited can no longer call these jams, but they can call a 3-bet when you're heads up and, you know, 60 big blinds deep.
Yep.
So you just want those hands that have very good playability to be able to play post flop.
But how about the limp strategy when you have like 25 bigs or under?
Yeah, it's the same reason.
You
Right,
can actually make some check jam range with 20 bigs, 25 bigs, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah.
If I'm drinking, it's fine.
Okay, ace 8 off for fan. Do you ever play heads up cash before?
A little bit.
Like, is it like invitational or
Uh,
like full table and then you're just
Yeah,
down
usually
to
just
2
starting a table,
Oh,
or
okay.
if it's very late at night. One person wants to play some heads up. I'll play a little bit here, but Fanchi Wei flopping the nuts here. Trips with an amazing kicker. You generally want to bet these, and then if you did want to trap, you usually use your weaker kicker. It's like 8-6, 8-5. Those kind of hands prefer to check back over the ace-8.
Okay, another takedown.
Really
For
closing
fan.
that gap.
Yeah. Is there another final table today?
Yes, so tonight at 9 p.m. our time, aces. We have the Natural 8 Beat the Pros. So we have 4 professional players with a $500 bounty on their head. It's like some super crushers. We got Michael Soiza, Punat, and then we also have some influencers playing against them and a wild card. So it's going to be a very, very fun matchup.
Is it like invitational or? Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Queen 7-6, top and bottom pair for Fan Chi Wei. Daniel Nielsen with the aces, which are still basically the nuts at this stack depth. Heads up.
This is gonna be ugly.
Let's see how he proceeds. Of all the two pairs that want to check raise, top and bottom pair want to do it the least. But it still does work in check raises quite often.
Yeah, given this flop with flush draw, you can mix it with some of his flush draw, straight draw combo range, you know?
Yeah.
Question is, do you wanna trap or do you wanna bloat it right now?
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like he's going for the raise. 280. Very big raise here. Daniel's got to be so happy with this, seeing as he has aces, especially with the diamond.
Especially with the diamond.
Yeah, because Fan Chi Wei can just be raising worse for value here as well. You know, some Queen X does like to raise here. Daniel makes the call. We see a safe turn. We're going to see a lot of money start getting piled in here.
Deuce of spade.
Oh, that is not one of them. Daniel picking up backdoor flush draw as well.
How is Fan gonna proceed with this turn?
It's actually quite a good card for Fan because his value range is very narrow. On the flop, he won't have any of the sets where Daniel can have all of them. But with the 9 of diamonds, he does have a lot of straights and a lot of flushes that have improved. So really, really nice bet sizing here. And I think he's going to be betting extremely frequently on this turn. Daniel going for the raise here, up to 700. Wow, chat is going crazy for this flop.
Yeah, this could actually be our last hand.
A lot of people saying hold. Don't think you want to jam here in Fan's shoes. You know, you're going to fold out if he has like ace 10 or the ace of diamonds. Sure, it has like decent equity against you, but you're getting snapped off by flushes, straights, sets.
Okay, let's say he flats here. River is like brick, like 2, 3 spades.
Yeah. It's tough decision.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
probably gonna be tough. So I think that's
all
it.
in and
I was
call.
gonna say he's probably gonna shove instead.
Huge.
Oh wow.
Oh, fuck.
They're very even for a turn shove, 64 and 36%.
Ran it twice, dealer. Let's see the chat.
The 8 of clubs and Fan Chi Wei is going to double up, sitting on 6.2 million in chips. Daniel, very, very rough beat there with the pocket aces. Is going to leave him with just 11 big blinds.
I think that's under 10 hands. Heads up. That's
Yeah.
crazy. See,
I
hand
think
83.
it's hand number 10, yeah. 73 is when we started heads up. Oh, Daniel, who's chip leading for so long, has just run into it. You know, ran his ace queen, ran his ace jack, and now 2 pair versus over pair heads up. Wow, we have a lot of fan supporters in the chat.
Defend the land. He is doing it.
A lot of sevens. Local winner. But it's not over yet.
Yeah.
11 big blinds,
11
still a lot of
bigs.
play. 2 double ups, you're back at 2 mil.
They like 7, huh? 7! I see Jimmy trying to confirm the stack.
Yeah, very important in these situations. Did you know about Daniel, where he they had a miscount for his stack and it cost him quite a bit?
In this final sim?
No, in another event.
Here, APT?
No, not APT. Somewhere else. I think he lost an all-in, and instead of paying out 38 million, they paid out 48 million, leaving him 5 blinds instead of 15. Which is
Wow, that's
yeah,
a big difference, you know? 10 bigs?
yeah.
I only know Men the Master who can
Oh no.
go all in without losing, you know? You know?
Yeah.
So whenever there's a player who try to like, you know, take back their blinds, I was gonna say, Men the Master, is that you?
Yeah.
Imagine going all in without losing a hand. Even if you lose the hand.
Yeah. So the players were told that after this hand, they were going to get set up for heads up, where they have moved the seating over a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's very unfortunate to take the break as that hand finishes. There's still quite a bit of play left, you know, 11 big blinds. A very healthy pay jump.
So the over-under 8-8 is now pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
We're at 83.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
change my
gonna be very
mind.
close.
88 now.
We're going 88? I'm still taking the over.
Still taking the over?
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
Sounds good. But they're going to take a short 5-minute break. We'll be right back after they set up, and we will see you guys again shortly.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
们两个差不多，我多一点点。这个 flip 应该值100、150。哇！压力很大。It's okay， 我完全可以。I'm very very fine。哎，你看。Woo! Huge. AQ 9J。我们两个差不多，我比他多一点点。这个 flip 应该值100、150。 Wow. Kind of fair.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
Welcome back, folks. We are here, heads up, in APT Taipei 2024 for the Superstar Challenge, a $25,000 entry. The players have been set up for heads up, and they're back on their way. I'm joined here by David Spade. How you doing?
Doing good.
Fantastic. We just saw that massive hand. If you did miss it, Fan Chi Wei got in 54 big blinds heads up with two pair. Aces, called it off and manages to hold, and now has a huge 10-1 chip lead. Jack 6 offsuit here.
I think that's the first aces that he had for the final table. I'm not sure though, but Fan Chen Wei had 3 aces, no action, and Danny had 1, but lost all of his stack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
King 3 board is extremely good for Fan Chi Wei, as Daniel will be shoving all of his King X pre-flop. So he can just bet this with total impunity. And shockingly, Queen High is probably the nuts here. Is it like top of range for Daniel, besides having a 3.
Yeah, basically he had the second nuts. Ace high's the nut.
Yeah, but like in terms of his range, because he can't have ace highs, he can't have king highs, he can't have pocket pairs, because they should all be jamming pre-flop. So Queen High is top of range here. 10 of spades doesn't change anything.
The thing is, how is he gonna proceed against second barrel? Just fold, right?
I think it's too high up in his range to fold.
Mm-hmm.
But you're folding Queen High here, you're literally folding almost your entire range. He does have a few 3x to call, but I don't think it's enough. But he does have some 10s on the turn. Fan is going to check it back here. Jack High does have a ton of showdown value. 5 of hearts on the river doesn't change anything. Daniel's still in the lead. Checks it back, just wants to get to showdown. Fan, I think he's got enough showdown value here. Just check this back. Does check it back. Daniel gonna pick up a much needed pot to put him over 10 big blinds now. Blinds have gone up 30k, 60k with the 60k big blind ante. They were just at 25.50. Really nice level jump there. Only 20%.
Okay, hand number 86?
We're on hand number 86?
I think so.
85.
85.
It's going to be
Need
close
go.
between the 88.
Probably 88 even. That'll be sick. Is it only me or is the you see the over what's that over bankroll coach cam, right?
Yep.
Is the coach cam print moving or is it just me? Do you see it?
Yeah, I think it's just got like the reflective.
I see. I thought it was just
print.
high. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, very interesting board here. Daniel, as one of those hands that has the open ender, but the 8 will give him an open ender to the 9. These hands do like to get very aggressive on these very dangerous boards, but Fan Shiwei does have bottom pair here.
Do you see them getting in?
It's close, with the pot being what it is.
Do it, fan. Come on, do it for the fans. Do it.
Looks like a call. King of spades on the turn. Very safe card here for Fan. Daniel's not really going to connect with this card at all. So if he was planning to get it in on the flop, it's an even better situation to do it with now. I think Daniel's hand might be a little bit too strong to bet here because you'd have to bet fold it. Could just go for the jam.
I like the jam.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There's the jam. Love it. And Fan, it's a pretty tough spot here with the queen 5.
Okay, come on, chat. Is he gonna call?
But Daniel can still do this with his 7s and his 6s.
Yeah, considering there is like a lot of like draws. Fan might call. Might call,
yeah. But he's just so dead to a lot of Daniel's value range here. You know, if it was queen 5 of spades, or even like a hand like 5-8 or 5-9 would be a lot better here.
Nice laydown.
Yeah, nice.
Before? Before? Wow, wow. Very cool.
Yeah, even if we know that Daniel only had 9-4, but I think the queen 5 is a good laydown, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's probably only gonna beat what busted flush draw. I mean flush draw, combo draw.
Yeah.
Even if Danny had like combo draw there, he probably he still have like what 30%.
Yeah. Yeah. And then if he's got value, you're down to like 10%.
Yeah.
I like these sort of like short heads up formats. You know, when you're down to like 10, 15 bigs, so many hands get eliminated pre-flop, and you really get to think about what your opponent actually has in spots. 10-6 offsuit. Gonna get in there. And here we are. So this is why Daniel really can't have ace or king X post flop, because he's just gonna move all in with them.
Sure enough.
All right, he's coming back. 15 big blinds now. 905K. He had just around 500 when we came back from the break. That beautiful black trophy right in the middle. For me personally, that's my favorite one.
The black one?
Yeah, the black pointy lion trophy.
Oh no.
Oh. This is a very nice hand just for fan to check back and trap, because you're not scared of overcards.
True.
It's basically aces, full ring. Love it. Love it.
He heard you.
Yeah. Goes for the trap. Oh, 6-5 deuce. Daniel picking up a gut shot here. Could cost him. Or he could just hit a 3. I think it goes check raise here from fan. Daniel, gonna check it back here. Oh, hits a 4.
Are you still gonna check?
Queens?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's really close. Both players do have quite a bit of 3. That's for 80K. Just over a big blind.
How about a queen on the river?
That's evil. Someone asking, can you register in USD for this event? I do believe the front desk accepts currency exchanges.
Yep, I'm using USDT actually.
Yep, we do take USDT as well.
You can also use USD cash. Yeah, they
Yep.
have I think 0.5 or 1% fee. I'm not sure though.
It's not bad. Daniel, nice fold there with the 4.
And if you win, you can also take USD or USDT as well.
Yeah, yeah. This is hand number 88.
This is it.
Yeah.
Nope.
7-4 off Fanchi Way.
Probably not this hand.
Oh, goes for the all-in here. Fanchi Way gets out of there. All right, so we hit over 88.
Over 88 now. Question is, are we gonna reach
105? Maybe.
If Danny can double.
Yeah, if Danny can double, we'll have a real shot at hitting that 105.
Now we can we get to see how Danny plays short, because he was chip leading all the way until the aces hand.
Yeah. 10-5 offset here for Daniel. Goes for the raise here. 120K. Fan. Very nice looking 10-8 suited here. All right, let's take a flop.
How about 10-8 5 flop? One time dealer. Do it.
That's so evil.
Hand 89.
Jack 9-4 Fanchi Wei with the open ender here. Daniel gonna fire out here 75,000.
Do you still want to flat if you're fan? You just want to rip it in.
Let's see. I think both options are definitely fine. All right, does make the call. Oh,
wow.
8 on the turn, so Daniel's drawing
like
extremely slim now.
Going anywhere.
No, he's got the open ender now. Fanchi Wei, open ender plus the pair. So Daniel did shove his straight on the turn last time.
He
Checks
did
it
check.
back. Oh, Fanchi Wei improving to trips here.
Wow, Fanchi Wei is running like God in this final tip. I mean, heads-up match.
Yeah. Ace-Queen hold was very nice as well against Steven Song.
Four-handed and three-handed, it's all Danny. But
Ooh, goes
now
for the
heads
trap.
up. Danny, do it, Danny.
He's got a nice hand to bluff with here.
Do it, Danny. You know you cannot win that high.
All in.
What? I call.
Call. And that is it for Daniel. Congratulations, Fanchi Wei.
Hand 89.
Look at that.
Almost on point. That's it.
Wow.
Wow.
Very good heads-up match. And Fanchi Wei securing another trophy there.
紫薇，恭喜你刚刚成为 Superstar Challenge 的冠军，心情怎么样？
其实蛮平静的，现在，因为我今天一整天都让自己保持在比较冷静的状态，因为之前有一时候就会太容易太兴奋，然后做出本来我不该犯的错误，所以今天就怎么样我都很冷静，连现在我都蛮冷静的。对。
听说你昨天是不是还打吉祥？说你昨天打都打到早上4点，这也算是平静的一个部分。
对，就是我之前就会觉得可能，因为我一直是花很多时间在准备扑克这种事情，然后之前就会觉得大比赛之前我要花更多时间在 study 或是 prepare anything， 然后但后面发现很多时候 mindset 更重要，就放轻松自己，然后保持自己发挥自己好的状态，然后 enjoy 在 game 里，我觉得可能比多跑2个软体对我来说更重要。
那你可以跟大家分享，你从昨天 Day 1到今天录整个过程当中，有没有什么印象最深刻的事情？
印象最深刻的事情，我觉得昨天到今天我整个都跑得蛮顺的，然后打得也还可以，然后印象最深其实没有，因为我只有不确定的 SPA， 大概有5到6个不确定的 SPA 要跑，然后 HU 也是。对啊，我这样是不是很解啊？我赢了，然后赢了300多万，然后完全是一个 我是超姐，没办法。对
哎，那我帮观众一个观众一定最想知道的问题：你这个800多万，你打算拿来做什么事情？
打扑克，我应该就只会继续打更多扑克而已。对。对对对。
那你觉得你拿到这 Superstar Challenge 对你来说有什么特别的含义吗？他刚刚拿到冠军，给他一点时间思考。这个扑克以外的事情，他需要更多时间思考。
我会觉得含义非常非常多，因为去年我就是在这个地方，在那个位置 A5O， 然后 6 倍卷 Pull Net， 然后到现在全部都是 High Roller， 然后到这样，然后不管打得好还是打得不好，我都觉得含义很重，已经有点没办法言述了。
我怎么起鸡皮疙瘩？那你有什么话？最后你有什么话想跟在镜头前面自己的粉丝啊、家人啊、朋友说的吗？
我觉得就首先是我就没办法一个一个列举了，就是感谢每个帮我加油、喜欢我的人，然后想要对喜欢打扑克的人说，如果你是想要成为职业玩家的话，努力加油，不要放弃。那如果你是喜欢这个运动的话，就算不一定要赢钱，我相信我也希望你可以在这个运动里找到乐趣跟你喜欢的事情。
好，让我们再一次恭喜范植为 Superstar Challenge Champion！ 让我们把镜头交给冰等先，拜。
Fantastic. Fan Chiwei, humble winner as always. Very excited. He said he's going to spend the prize money on playing more poker. You love to see it. So that is going to wrap up the Superstar Challenge for us here at the APT Taipei. Stay tuned. At 9 p.m. tonight, we have the Natural 8 Beat the Pros with our very own Michael Soiza. That is it from us. My name is Sam Insel, here with David Spade. And we'll see you guys tonight.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
There's something in the water. I feel it taking over me. It's slowly getting harder to breathe, breathe, breathe. And I don't know what's happening. How did it come to this? I saw danger on your lips, and I took a sip. You got me paranoid, but that I can avoid. Your kiss tastes like poison. My heart has been destroyed. I know that you enjoy watching me sip your poison. You got me paranoid, but that I can avoid. Your kiss tastes like poison. My heart has been destroyed. I know that you enjoy watching me sip your poison. And I don't know